Yo, Drew got so many good bits, bro.
That's apple cinnamon.
Yeah, apple cinnamon.
This is fire, yo.
I make my peanut butter and jellies with these. Should be on point.
Y'all started? Y'all just shoot shit?
We about to start right now, Drew.
Nigga, you put peanut butter and jelly on that rice cake and eat it?
Yeah, it should be busting.
Like you make a sandwich out of it, or you just put it on top and eat it?
No, I take two and make a sandwich.
No, that's ridiculous. You put it on one,
I was
that's
gonna say,
fine.
if you just like
No, they didn't take one rice cake
and try and eat that,
and then bite it as if it's a sandwich.
nah, that's too much, bro.
That should be good, man.
I know, but you don't need to make it. You could just spread some peanut butter on it, squirt a little bit of jelly, and then just eat it as like a
First
disc.
off, I don't squirt. I don't buy the squirt. And then when I do that, then I be feeling like the peanut butter get on my big lips and shit, man. So I don't like it like that. So I gotta put two. I'm just saying.
Oh, brother, let's start this goddamn show, please.
Yeah, I'm in go mode, go. Yeah, I'm in go mode, go mode.
Y'all could have started this shit so I can come in straight cussing, but y'all had to be bitches and not do that shit. But okay.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with this?
All right. So since you got that out your system, now we will start.
Oh my God.
What's up, guys?
Wait. Before we start, yo, I just seen Drew post his baby picture.
Stupid.
Okay. All right, whatever.
No, that's why we be doing the episode to 1 o'clock, 12:30, because y'all be playing too much, man. Let's get to it.
Oh, my man said we straight bitches as you start.
All right, so try it again. What's
Oh
up,
my
guys?
God.
What's
This podcast
up,
is
guys?
never gonna
What's
fucking
up,
start.
guys?
I don't care. I don't fucking
You
care.
started over because John was cussing. Hey, really?
Oh my God.
I cursed before he did it. He did a whole new.
No, he did the clap day. He said, "Let's start this shit."
Oh, that wasn't me. I didn't say that. I think that was
Nah, that was me. That was me. All right, we can do it. I'm calmed down. I can't.
What's up, guys? Welcome.
This is what the fifth
a
time we've
new
tried.
Take 5 episode of the OSA Out of Shape Allstars,
What number is this?
episode 47.
47.
Yeah, 47.
episode.
Drew just walked in for those who don't know.
47.
47. Drew on top of it. I ain't even gotta ask him. He already know. Thank you, Drew. Welcome to the OSA episode 47.
My mustache is coming in nicely.
His mustache coming in
Here we
nicely,
go.
so you know this is gonna be a great episode. We got the homie Just DQ back. Hey, everybody give it up for Just DQ.
Yeah,
He's
welcome
in the building.
back.
Welcome back. Hey, y'all
Off the
see,
injured reserve.
off the IR. Check out his back. You see, he changed the back. He got the kicks set up with the
So you on episode
cases.
47?
Right.
All right, hey, let's go.
Because he got a 4 and a 7. See, I see.
Yeah,
what you
that
did
works. That's
It
amazing
worked
how
out.
he did that.
So thank you for joining us again. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. Episode 47, brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. Let's go around and get the cash so we can get started, man. Like I said, our host is here. He got the cyan shirt on. Give it up for Eddie Horchata.
Yeah, happy hour. This is a nice color. You don't like the color?
It's a great color. I love cyan.
Yeah.
It's a great color. Okay.
I don't know what cyan is, and I think you know that I don't know what cyan is.
It's like a gray bluish type shit.
It's
Like a
the color
grayish blue
that,
type shit.
yeah, that what Drew just said.
Yeah, and I
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I caught myself. I interrupted the
You
good boy out.
caught
Let's go.
yourself.
Let's
You
go.
caught
Let's
yourself.
go.
How you caught yourself? You said it. Catching yourself is being about to say it, and then catching yourself, preventing you from saying it. You just heard yourself.
I heard
after
myself
you
say
said
it.
Just like I
I
don't
heard
know what the
myself say
color
that.
cyan is, Drew doesn't
Right.
know what catching himself is.
Right. All right.
It's
Exactly.
only
So,
right.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Eddie has a very nice shirt on. So, Eddie, I like your shirt. Up next,
Thanks.
we got our local sneakerhead and comedian Just DQ in the building.
Great to be back, guys.
All right, we're gonna have to give him a new hat, Don's LLC hat, because he's looking rugged. Give it up for K Jack.
Nah,
Yo,
You stayed out so you can grow that beard. I know why you stayed out that long. You stay out till you can grow your shit back.
I
Alright.
was just on the last time I was here, dude.
So,
Unlike
Drew
yours,
obviously-
nigga.
Drew obviously don't care. So give it up for Drew, Mr. Drew in the building.
Boy, this is an
Drew-
awful start already.
Drew need a hug. I'm gonna have
Take
to put a
6.
feature glimpse in here. Rapping Don's LLC. Give it up for Johnny Five with the very beautiful bun in. The kid looking scrumptious
You look
today.
real Habibi.
He's getting ready for Puerto Rico, baby.
Puerto Rico next week.
John gonna have them open shirts.
Word.
He gonna wear socks with flip
Open
flops.
shirt, no shirt on.
Word, showing
Yeah.
showing all
Show
the
the 4
chesticles.
chest hairs.
Showing all the chesticles. And last but not least, my mom called me Devin, so you can call me Devin. Let's get to the pod. In case you missed it, COVID in sports. COVID is around. It's always around. It's happening in the NBA. It's happening in Major League Baseball. It's happening in NHL. Everybody is dealing with COVID. It's the world. That's what we live in. That's the world we live in. But
Yeah.
NBA. Okay. So Commissioner Adam Silver is not mandating that the players get the vaccination, although there are some players getting it. NHL, they are not tracking players who gets the vaccination, although players are currently getting it. MLB, they got players dealing with the COVID right now. Players out for the COVID protocol. Cubs got somebody out indefinitely because he ain't following the COVID protocol. Indians got people out because they ain't following the COVID protocol. They going to dinner. They going get their haircut. That's what's going on in COVID and sports.
I need to
Real
get my
quick.
haircut too.
And one last thing, COVID cost Ben Simmons and MB from playing the past.
And it cost them for playing
It
in
was-
All-Star.
The
Yeah,
niggas
bucket
want to get
too.
fresh.
And they didn't even have it. They both was negative.
Contract
Yeah, their
tracing.
barber got it, right? That's what it was.
I don't even know.
It was like
Yeah, I
contract
think their
tracing.
barber.
Yeah, it was right.
The
Yeah, it
bar
was like
probably
trace
zeke them
contact.
if I got embarrassed. Like,
Yeah, it was a contact.
So man, I'm trying to play an All-Star game.
Contact tracing. They got tested and it was too late. They
You
wouldn't have
thought
it.
they wasn't going to do that shit? That's why they didn't want to do the All-Star game in
Yo,
the first place, because
That's right.
yes, because they do all this contact tracing. Why am I saying contract? But
Fuck it.
in
Just keep
regular
going.
season games, what do you think they was going to do for the All-Star games? You think they were going to let them all play? Nah, there
Yeah.
was going to be people sitting out. So
I think Drew should start talking into a bag of the trash shit. That's when we know we say.
Yeah, because honestly, at this point, I don't even care. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
say
like-
it. Fuck
Yeah,
the good
go
boy
ahead,
hour.
go ahead.
We're
Fuck
not
it.
good boys.
Fuck it. This
We're
is
just
whatever.
we'll bleep it
Fuck
all
it.
up. Drew
Let's
just
go.
doesn't give a shit. So you know what? I don't give a shit.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. We going.
Running free within the good boy hour.
So,
Oh yeah.
all right. So that's COVID in sports. We gonna get
nah, but I'm
into.
gonna
nigga,
What,
shut the
Drew? What,
fuck
Drew?
up. Oh, sorry.
And now we've officially broken Drew. This is an interesting
Okay,
lane.
Drew,
Drew, what did you do before you got here today?
I did not.
What'd
I
you have
just
to
got
do
off
that you were
so
a little late?
I'm hyped. So let's go.
What happened? What
He
happened?
had hype. You got
He's
all
about
right.
to
What they?
snitch on himself. He's about to
He,
snitch.
yo,
said,
he dead. Yo,
I
I
didn't
did
do-
nothing. I ain't do nothing.
I
And
ain't
then he
do
Drew, you get
said-
some cheeks today?
I
Yo,
peeped him.
Drew, did you
I
get-
peeped him, Cam. He was about to snitch, but then he said I worked. Like,
Yeah, for real. He said,
That's it. You
"Alright,
just went to work.
alright."
That's it. Nothing else. You didn't meet nobody in the break room.
Yeah, done
Mhm.
doing stunts and
Nah, I
getting.
was working. No,
bro.
know what? I ain't gonna say nothing.
Well,
Let's get back
whoever
to the pod.
works-
So,
With
somebody
Drew-
gave you a $10 tip today. What's up?
Let's
What happened?
works
get
with
back to the
Drew.
pod. I ain't gonna say
Whoever
nothing.
works with Drew at Home Depot, please do not give him sour patches before after 8 o'clock.
Where-
uh,
He's like a
child.
gremlin.
He's a child. You can't give him sugar because he's gonna go crazy. Yeah. So please, whoever's working at Home Depot, stop giving Drew sugar after
Man,
8 p.m.
shut up. Shut
Okay.
up. Go.
He's about to say shut the fuck up. All right, it's cool.
It's not
No,
fine.
it
It doesn't
wasn't.
matter. It
No,
doesn't
it
No,
matter.
it
wasn't.
don't matter.
Let's just blow it up.
I
Whatever.
really wasn't gonna say
Hang on,
shut that, bro.
In the future episodes, when you say I'm not the one that always breaks the good boy hour, this episode is the epitome of what
Right,
I'm talking
a
about.
breaking right, a breaking a good
Yeah.
boy.
No, but I'm not the always one that always breaks it.
No,
I
you
can-
literally
I can
are.
look back to this episode, but I'm not the only one that always breaks it.
No,
So
we tell you other people have broken the good boy hour, but
yes, so why you concentrating only on me?
no, because you have
Because we created because of you, dude.
over.
Yo, Drew is
Drew,
like,
okay, Drew,
No,
what we're
you
trying to say
created
is out of
Good
10
Boy Hour because
episodes,
of YouTube. That's what you
no,
created.
out of
Good
10
Boy Hour.
episodes, Drew, you break the good boy hours 7 times. That's more than enough. Probably
think I bet
8.
two-
I was being
three of
nice.
Drew,
those
again,
out of
everybody's done it, but Drew is
I've
a
broken
serial.
it one
Drew's
time.
Drew's a serial killer who goes to prison and be like, well, I ain't the only person that committed crime, but yet he done murdered and pillaged people all over the world and shit. He got 100 bodies, but he want to talk about the person that's in there for some fucking domestic shit. Nigga, you do it the most. That's what we focus on. We brought it because of you. This came because of you. But
You do
moving
it
on to
because
the
of you
NBA.
too.
NBA, we had the All-Star weekend just took place. To me,
Cassius got robbed.
It was decent. It was decent. So let's go through the what took place over All-Star Day. It kicked off with the skill challenge.
Skill challenge.
We had Sabonis, Vucevic, Chris Paul,
Luka.
Donovan Mitchell, who else?
Julius Randle.
Julius Randle and Jason Tatum, right? Tatum was in that. He was in the 3-point contest.
He's in 3-point. Tatum was 3-point.
Yeah, but Demonis cooked. He cooked every round.
He had to get his redeeming stuff from last year.
Yeah, he won last year. He
became second piece last year.
No, he's won. He's consecutively won 2 years in a row.
He
Demonis.
said he won second place last year.
No, he won 2 years.
Check
But
that
what's
out.
funny-
Check that out.
What's funny is Chris Paul, who like lost a long time ago for missing a layup. That's how he lost again this time. Like he missed this.
But he did have a chance to win it. All you had to do is knock the 3 down. But it just looks bad that he missed that layup.
Yeah.
And
he was layup. And he was talking about it because it like he was talking to D Wade and them about being old and doing this and stuff. He's like, "What's crazy? I missed last time I lost is because I missed my layup." And then this in the finals,
You jinxed yourself, man.
he jinxed himself and missed the layup. So congratulations to Demonis Sabonis.
Sabonis.
Right, Sabonis. And then we get into after that 3-point contest, which was the best
Yes, that shit was.
event of the night. Go ahead, Drew. Go off. You good.
Yeah, let's go.
Best
Hit
event
it.
of the night, 3-point contest. We had Steph Curry.
Chef Curry.
Steph Curry and Mike Conley went off, bro.
We had who else was in there? Jason,
Zach Levine.
Zach Levine, and other
Did they let Lethal Shooter be in the 3-point contest?
Who?
Lethal Shooter.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, sure enough.
He was
capping
lethal shooter. He was on.
I thought he was saying the
about.
shooter. I was like, I think
Brown.
they're all shooters.
Right, and Jaylen Brown, and then Mike Conley was a last minute addition because of everything with going on with
Devin
first,
Booker.
AD was out. Then he took Devin Booker's. Devin Booker took AD's, and then he took Devin Booker's spot. So he was the last person added, but he was cooking. Mike Conley. I didn't expect him to actually do that well. He kept it close, but
First round was 28 to Stephen Curry's 31, and then the last round was 27 to 28. Yeah.
Steph being Steph.
Should the league petition and just call it the Seth Curry contest until
he retires? Yeah,
but Steph Curry don't be winning like that though.
I know, but I mean, let's be.
When he retired, they need to call it the Steph Curry Trophy, like the
3-point.
Sure.
But he got to win at least 2 more before.
Yeah, because he hasn't. Every time this is like.
Hey, are you ready?
Guess what? This is the only time he won since he's been in.
The second
he
time.
probably will.
Clay has one. Steph has one.
I think,
or you can call it the Splash Brothers 3-point shootout.
And it's just Curry and
I know Larry Bird got 3. Somebody, I think the highest is like 4. I think Page got like 3.
It's Armstrong from the Bulls stuff like 2.
BJ?
Not BJ. Is it BJ?
Yeah, BJ.
That's bro who got kicked out because he went to the White House and gave him Bush the letter, right? Yeah. Well, he won 1 year. Then the Bulls didn't resign, but he participated like in the NBA jersey, not because he was on the team. Let him come back.
It probably was BJ because BJ had beef with the Bulls after they.
Yeah, that's
like he was definitely mad at Mike now because he was saying like it was Mike now played a part. Because of Mike and Pep, but. So shout out to Steph Curry for doing what we knew he would do, but also the dunk contest.
Dunk
Right,
contest.
Greg Hodges from that's who you talking about. Greg Hodges got blackballed from the league.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg Hodges got blackballed from the NBA.
I don't like that word anymore.
What, blackball?
Blackball?
Yeah, you think that should get canceled like everything else is?
White bald?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Why can't it be white bald? You know what I mean?
The powers that be is white.
Listen,
so it is white balling.
Sometimes the black ball didn't ask to be there.
Right.
Maybe it was dropped by a white ball.
Preach.
True.
You know?
Right. PJ got 2. Dirk got 1. Jason Capono got 2.
Black ice. Well, that black ice used to
was
be
brought by that white snow.
White snow.
Yo, was that y'all got that from that meme?
No, that's
Peel, bro.
But so that was the 3-point contest. Let's talk about the dunk contest. This is a New York pod. So we had
that shit was
a New York player, Obi Toppin.
Westchester athlete, by the way.
Westchester athlete,
for 1 year.
Up in there. We had what's the kid from the Blazers? What's his name?
Anthony
Simmons.
Simmons.
Is it Simons or Simmons?
Simons.
They said it twice.
Yeah, right. I heard
they
that.
said both.
There's only one M.
Simons.
Only one M.
Simons.
Right.
Simons.
That's how
Anthony tried to kiss the rim and didn't kiss the rim.
He did not kiss the rim.
I don't know how that worked.
If he kissed the rim, I would have understood that 100%. I'd be like,
if he kissed the rim, he'd have been walking around looking like me because he would have knocked his damn tooth out trying to.
No.
Easy.
See, the ideal situation would have been him getting a bounce, getting up there, and he kissed the rim like effortlessly.
Yeah, like a tap.
He was a freaking foot away
when you
like this.
He get up there and just
like in the Latino community where you don't really want to kiss your uncle on the cheek, but it's
That's
like
when friend zone niggas
have to.
the bitches they can't fuck.
So like you just kind of like air it almost. You know what I'm saying? It's very annoying that they do that.
And then they cheated Cassius in the first round because I think that was the best
that
dunk.
definitely wasn't cheap because that was the best dunk of the first round.
Only problem with this was
the best dunk of the thing.
T-Mac, he spun the wrong way. That's the only problem with it. T-Mac spun to the left, he spun to the right to make it a little easier.
Yeah, but it also did not look like T-Mac.
We're gonna quote Draymond. Draymond said Cassius got robbed, then he robbed himself. So we're gonna leave it at that.
How you mean? What do you mean? Draymond, he robbed himself? How you mean that?
The second dunk was dirt.
Oh yeah.
My only issue is that every year in the dunk contest
he couldn't make it, so he had to go with something easy because like the first 2 tries he messed up.
Bro,
my only issue was
if I could jump that high, that should be mad easy too to grab a little ball, put it in a big hoop.
Yeah, bro, that shit was so easy. The dude just jumped high.
That's the point.
He just jumped high. Like his second, they didn't give him like it was like 49s for that lame dunk.
And he didn't get no love for that. He didn't get no love for that because we know that there's players in the league that can jump higher than that.
Yeah, the issue is that with
that can jump higher, and there's a collection that can't even jump that high.
Yeah.
No, but that was a simple dunk. All he did was jump and then catch it, then shift a little bit.
Went above the rim.
Like, come on, son. That was not a hard dunk. You can literally just jump and do that dunk mad easy. Like
how high he got. Now everybody
right. See what they were looking at because of the way he put it above the box. And a lot of players. Yeah, a lot of players can't get up that high, grabbed it, and then dunk it. So, but see, dunks like that, although the level of difficulty, I'm watching it actually right now. He just did it. It looks trash, unfortunately, because it's simple.
It looks horrible.
Even like, and that's why. And honestly, even like with Obi, he's too big. Big niggas in dunk contests. I'm sorry, the dunks don't look good.
Yeah, they look jumping high.
I mean,
the dunk he did
Obi did that from the free throw.
But
the problem with that was that Zach LaVine did that years, like 3 years ago, from further back.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, the first dunk he did, that's some shit Zach LaVine doing layup lines. And then the free throw dunk, he big as hell, so it don't look. It ain't.
Yeah, it looked very easy.
It would look pretty
for him.
He took off from the free throw line.
It is my problem is that like there's the videos on YouTube of dunks not done in the contest that are really simple. You have the
Right.
people from the TV show on YouTube Dunk League who can help these guys.
Yeah, right.
But
They
these
do.
niggas
I watch Dunk League.
the same
Yeah.
shit
No,
over
it
and over.
is.
Speaking of which, though, Obi. So I didn't realize Obi Senior was part of like a dunk.
Yeah, he was.
Show
He was
where,
his
like, he
dude.
was just,
He
like-
was his last dunk where he jumped over.
No, I'm saying
which what?
Obi Senior himself is like like a professionally known dunker.
Was he
Oh,
team?
yeah, yeah.
Kind of like
Those-
and one, but like not and one. You know what I mean?
I think it was team
Like
fight
not
balls, I
slam
think.
ball, but what was it
And his
called?
dad texted him like, "Yo, that shit was ass."
I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
yeah.
You do say there's footage and stuff like that, and they probably do watch it, but these players can't do those dunks. Like we
No, but like a lot of the dunks you see in the video are super simple. Like the fact that Obi Tops he can jump from the free throw line, right? Like he could have did something like the thing he did when he put it between his legs and did the reverse. He could have did the same shit and just did a 360 off that and made it even better. Because he has time. He was in the air for a minute. It's like the fact that he shouldn't have the dunk from the free throw line is something he shouldn't have done because we all know Zach LaVine did that shit and he was sitting courtside. So therefore, don't do some shit we've seen before. So therefore, you score me lower, especially do it from closer to the nigga did the first before you. So appeal to it.
Also, the whole format of the dunk contest was stupid anyway, and they
Yeah,
didn't
it
really
was.
have a chance to like get creative and like be fun with it and like do
Bro,
creative stuff with it because
what
it's
you
not like
expect?
it
It
was
was
like a
halftime.
regular dunk contest. So ultimately, who cares?
They did
Right.
the best with the what
Right? I think the whole dunk contest as a whole thing, I thought it was a cool idea. Like COVID, you know, whatever, like in between halftime, sure, but I mean,
What they
let's be
should
real,
have
the
did
show's
was,
back.
man, what they should have did is what they do at all halftime shows: get some trampolines and have them niggas do some dunks off them.
What they
Get the
should have
Yeah.
did, what they should have did was give Zach 25 mil to do the slam dunk contest, and he would have killed all of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
Yo,
it still would have been
bro.
dry because it's like
here
these
go.
dunks weak
You
as
upset
hell.
Drew.
Dry.
You upset Drew.
So then it's like, okay, we got Zach, but it's like, okay, that's just Zach though.
Get Zach 25.
So
you get
then we don't
Zion-
need the rest of them. Just put
Yeah,
Zach
you
and
get-
them
you
up
get
there.
Zach 25.
Do we-
Zion, like a 5 to 10 because we know he could dunk, but he ain't established it yet. Give him like Zion 5 to 10 to do the pay him. You want the real dunkers?
Just to put on a dunk expedition, pretty much.
Right. Give him.
Yeah.
Right. Give him.
Are we gonna talk about the actual?
next year? You got Zach, you got
and
Zion.
They're not gonna do it next year.
They ain't doing shit. We moving on to the All Star.
Hold on. Are we gonna talk about the actual game?
Yes, we're
Yeah,
gonna talk about
Yeah,
All-Star
because
game.
I had the perfect transition. You know what? When we're done with the All Star game, I'm gonna do the transition anyway.
Okay, cool.
You guys are gonna love it.
So up next, we got the All Star game, which was the All Star game. A lot of players out. Kevin Durant was out, as we all know.
LeBron only played 15 minutes.
LeBron
Actually, the
played-
captains didn't pretty much do
They wasn't
anything.
there. You're
It
right.
was
They wasn't
everybody else.
Yeah. Who cares?
Well, can we announce that Team LeBron has won the 4th year in a row that they've had.
For
Like,
real though.
like this take this shit away because obviously it ain't working.
I mean, because LeBron.
LeBron gets
his
the first
back.
pick every year.
Yeah, because the fans be picking LeBron.
Oh,
Speaking of the picks, hold on, time out. Speaking of the picks, last 2 players picked were
Utah.
exactly, and then LeBron's comment was
because it's
even
a
in
fact.
video games.
Utah.
Yo, it's a fact.
Yeah.
Nobody plays with Utah.
Yeah, but okay, so let's be real now.
I
NBA
think I
Jam.
never played with Utah
Nah,
anyway.
let's be super realistic right now. NBA Jam. What team did you always pick? I'll go first. Minnesota Timberwolves and Seattle Supersonics were my go-to picks.
Word, those
I
are
don't know why.
the great teams during that time.
Yeah,
And the most
I don't know
recent
why.
one, I was picking the Thunder.
NBA Jam 99. What team did
no,
I
I'm
pick
saying
in NBA Jam 99?
the old school
Oh,
OG
I
with John
always
Stockton
pick, I was picking the
Yeah.
Pistons.
and Karl Malone. Who would you pick?
Yeah, I think I always picked the Pistons too. And NBA Jams 99.
Like when NBA
Kev, who'd you
Showtime
pick?
came out, I was always picking the Pistons also because Grant Hill
Bulls.
stoppable.
You always pick the
Actually,
Bulls?
No, I actually used to
Huh?
pick the Suns because I was a big Kevin Johnson fan during
Yeah.
that time. So
I never did it with fandom. I always did it with yeah, I like those colors. It's cool. Yeah, I want to be a wolf. You know what I mean? I was a
And then
kid, man. I mean, Drew, Dev, that's not fair because you were like what 15 when NBA
Something like
Jam
that,
came out,
yeah.
and the rest of us were like
Something
fucking
like
7.
that.
So,
something like that. something like that. Fuck out of here. No, but yeah, nobody played with Utah. Honestly, growing up as a kid in my house, because I grew up with a lot of people and shit. It's a bunch of no. So my brothers and them used to always buy the game. So we
Yeah,
pretty
he's
much
not
had
allowed to pick the Bulls
So-
because his
so-
older brothers.
because right, exactly.
'Cause they were
buy the
30.
game. Exactly. So they were grown as fuck. So me and my younger brother had to play with pretty much whatever was left. And they used to have a rule where you only could play with 3 teams. I kid you not. This is like childhood
Okay.
torture. So
Uh-huh.
they used to have a rule. You can only play with 3 teams. Everybody got to pick 3 teams. I got the Jazz by default because they was one of the few teams left. And I had the Magics and I had the Pacers. I was a Bulls fan, but those were my 3 teams that I had to play with.
So you did play with the Jazz.
Right. This was when 2K came out. So this was like
Oh, okay.
Dreamcast.
I thought we were still talking about NBA
So,
Jam. Yeah.
no, so NBA Jam, nobody cared. You could play
It's like
with whoever.
Showtime and it's like Showtime era and the game after the
So
Inside Hoops.
Kobe courtside area, 2K early those years. I had no choice but to play with the Jazz, but I didn't want to play with them because my brothers and them just took the good teams.
Like the
And
Pacers then.
I had the Pacers, I had the Magics. Luckily, I started cooking with them, and they took those teams from me too because my brothers some big bitches. But yeah, so
Yeah, and obviously the other slide on that too is that like the Jazz have the best record in the NBA currently, if I'm not mistaken, and it's a little slightly disrespectful.
no,
that
it is.
they were picked last.
No, the number
And
one
also
team in the
nobody
league.
wanted Rudy on their team because
I mean, but Rudy's in front for the defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I know, but
Donovan Mitchell is the
he got
spider.
COVID. Rudy got COVID.
But I don't know, maybe because they're in Utah. Maybe if they was with Phoenix,
They're in Utah. Nobody played with Utah.
But Drew, what was your highlights for the All-Star game?
Bunch of Mormons.
The All-Star game, I mean, not really. Oh, Damian Lillard and Stephen Curry going off with the threes, bro. That was like the highlight of the fuck. That was the highlight of the game, bro. Like whatever highlight was there, like LeBron's team basically like was cooking the whole shit. I had to look at something. So the threes was just the most exciting
Giannis
thing.
was 100%. He what 16 for 16. Hit like 2
Oh yeah,
threes.
16 for 16, Giannis.
Hit
It
like
was
two-
Giannis in
two
the
to
threes.
three.
That was LeBron's team. Giannis in the threes.
So Johnny, what was your favorite part about the All-Star game?
Curry, watching Curry play, Curry's.
Okay, yes. I'm not the only one. Thank you, Johnny.
But I felt like it was one of those games you knew whose team was winning, and like they just from out the gate they just beat them in every quarter.
Yeah, every quarter.
Every quarter they just dominated them, and it was just cool. Basically, Curry was having a 3-point. You won 3-point shootout. Then him and Dame had a little 3-point shootout like themselves in game.
Right.
It was just like my man Zion missing some dunks. Like, Zion, you gotta bang those in.
I mean, because they're having fun.
Yeah,
like
but
they're not like really like Zion be like, yo, watch. Oh, I missed it.
And last year was in the rookie sophomore.
That's what they are having.
They
having
laughing at
fun.
you.
You get the green.
That's what the All-Star game is.
You get the straight green light to the rim. Nothing ahead of you, and it's just you and Zion. I'm like, damn, Zion, just dunk it. He
Just trying to have fun, man. Trying to make it look cool.
Yeah, but he didn't do nothing too crazy. Where it's like, all right, he tried to do some crazy shit. Now I get why he missed.
Right.
He tried to do something slightly above average and just then bang it in.
Well, him in the first quarter, first 2 quarters, him and Kyrie was having a little moment of shit like with the oops and shit. But
shout out to the little guards. The little guards got up. Curry caught a dunk.
Right. Oh yeah, through the oop. So
Chris
that
Paul
was
kind of funny because like he caught it, put it, but it bounced on.
No, it bounced out and it just dropped back in and shit. But
it bounced and went in.
Giannis was the MVP. So yeah, it was cool.
Watching Giannis do his thing was funny too. It was kind of funny.
Giannis, like having Giannis talking and stuff was the best part of it. Like he was mic'd up, having him talk was enjoyable. But I mean, they're doing the best they can. Hopefully next year we have a real All-Star.
Last year's All-Star game was better. I agree with that. Last year's definitely All-Star game was definitely better.
That was pre-COVID.
I was trying to play too much defense because of COVID purposes.
Right.
I played a big role. No one was really standing up and guarding nobody. It was just straight blow-bys and let him shoot. It was a few contested jump shots.
And again, speaking of COVID, nobody came back from Atlanta players or staff.
Bodies.
Nobody came back. Nobody came back with COVID from Atlanta, so everybody went home safe.
No one stopped to get wings.
No, nobody can party. Nobody can party.
What happened?
Did they thing and just,
right. Yeah, so that was the good thing about that. But that's the NBA. We moving on to
hold on, I got the perfect segue. I said I had the perfect segue.
Go ahead.
So the dunk contest, right? Yeah. So I guess the only thing you could do is like kind of like what MJ did when he jumped from half court and he stretched his whole arm out and then he dunked it. Speaking of that, Lola Bunny doesn't have tits.
Oh, that's what they took away?
Yeah, they took away her tits. She's not thick anymore, dog.
That's crazy.
So obviously the Space Jam trailer came out. I did not watch it. And Lola Bunny isn't as sexy as she used to be.
She ain't as curvaceous as she used to be.
Yeah. All right. And I want no lies. I want no lies at all. Dev, you were 15. The rest of us were 8 and 9. Space Jam comes out. Lola Bunny hits the screen.
Nigga, I was looking at, if I was 15, I was looking at real pussy already. I want
okay.
like y'all.
Well, yeah. All right, fine. But either way, guys, right?
When did Space Jam come out?
96.
It doesn't matter. When did you watch it, Drew?
Nigga,
I watched it in 96.
So you didn't have a crush on Lola Bunny, Drew?
When I was 5 or 6 years old.
You didn't have a crush on Lola Bunny when you were a kid?
96. I didn't go to high school.
You weren't feeling Lola? Liar.
No, not really.
DQ, you weren't feeling Lola?
Just all right.
Liar.
Kev
fucking move. Kev.
96 had a crush on.
I see Kev smiling.
I mean, maybe I didn't know it 96, but after a while, I was like, yo, Lola.
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
Lola had the body, bro.
Good for bugs, bro.
I'll hold you. Look at the images. The chest was like the chest looks.
Don't call me.
Nah. No. Look at the side by side. Oh, I'm about to pull up. Dev, I want you to pull up the side by side too. But the old Lola and the new Lola. Nah, that's a bad picture, John.
It's the jersey.
That's not the Lola I know. No, we're talking Lola was thick.
What type of conversation
look at
is
that body, John. Now look at the new Lola. She got a long jersey on. She don't got that crop top.
She don't got the short. She got the short shorts. She got the new shorts now.
Y'all was bugging.
Shorts to the knees.
This is what Ed want for Lola Bunny. This is a funny picture.
He about to show us the wild shit.
I can't see it, John.
Oh,
come on, John. I mean, I was 6, John. I was 7, John.
I'm not making about what you was talking about now. Like, that's
exactly. Don't call me doll, and then she just fucking. Come on, son. So other than that, obviously, all jokes aside, Lola Bunny does not obviously loses her body, which sucks. Speaking of canceling, because we're probably going to get canceled after I said that. Pepe Le Pew's scene was cut from Space Jam. Obviously, we're talking about Space Jam. Pepe Le Pew's scene was cut, and his cut, he was all over his kitty cat. And Pepe Le Pew is being canceled. And in the scene, I don't know if you saw it, but or saw what the clip was supposed to be, but the clip was released where he's all over the cat. I forget the cat's name. And he's like just being all up on her. And then she hits
never
him.
named the cat.
And then the second time, no, she has a name.
Yes, name something. Is it something? I can't remember.
Yeah, something. But apparently LeBron grabs her arm and says, even though what he's doing is wrong, you still shouldn't hit people. So I don't know what kind of message it was trying to send, but clearly,
but the young lady who did the voice, she was upset that they actually cut the scene because she wanted to show a strong female.
The cat is named Penelope the pussy.
By slapping
Penelope, thank you.
So hold on.
What's her name again, John?
Penelope Pussycat.
The
Pussycat. Hey. As far as the cancellation of Pepe Le Pew, Dave Chappelle did this already. We talked about this I don't know if the copyrights would allow us to do this, but even if you just put the clip with no sound of Chappelle doing it, maybe put the captions, see if you can find it.
I probably could get away with it.
And if you did it, obviously, whatever, guys, fucking, if you're listening to, just look it up. Chappelle did this years ago. That was the same thing with the Oscar the Grouch fucking bit that he did and the
Nigga,
whole
live in a
Sesame
fucking
Street bit.
garbage can.
So of course, I mean, duh, we all knew it. And then DQ alluded to the fact that if Pepe Le Pew got canceled, Johnny Bravo's next.
Johnny Bravo is next,
They also
bro.
canceled
That is
Gonzalez,
next.
unfortunately.
You got a point.
You know how crazy it is? They canceling a cartoon character.
Gonzalez would have been a
Son,
great.
they
It's
canceled
really
Dr.
crazy,
Seuss, and it was so. All right. I don't want to get conspiratorial.
Yeah,
I know this
because
is
we
a sports
talking
podcast.
sports and shit.
I know. But it was Space Jam and Space Jam sports movie. LeBron's in it, and the whole premise of it is that LeBron's son, who's not Bronny, is in it, and he gets like trapped by like
Trapped
this
in the
like
world.
Not Bryce either.
AI, whatever. Who cares? That's besides the point. But my whole thing with the Dr. Seuss thing too is that, like, you know who canceled Dr. Seuss? Dr. Seuss's family, and the whole Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. That's not really it. You know who did that? Haribo. So they could sell more toys and they could sell more books. You guys are all idiots. Stop listening to what you think cancel culture is. Anyway,
gotcha. It's a ploy. So we're gonna get
Yes.
into honorable mentions. We talking the NFL now. John and Ed is gonna take us through all the new things and the new updates of the NFL. Although the season is not now, but NFL season is kicking off shortly.
It's about to start,
So,
baby.
It's about to start. So we getting everything in order. We got players moving around. We got
That
players
guy's new
getting
contract.
signed. So John, let us know what's going on in the NFL today.
The Lions chose not to tag Galladay, so
Okay, the free agency.
the market, and I'm pretty sure that many teams is gonna try to get in touch with, as long as he stays healthy. But maybe a change of scenery would be good for him because he's been hurt a lot for the Lions. But
best landing spot for Galladay. Everybody go quick.
Oh,
What?
Niners.
Galladay said
Niners.
Jets, bro.
Niners.
Jets,
I hear what he
baby.
Niners.
Best landing spot for Galladay.
Galladay to Jets. Let's go.
Yeah.
Whoever pays him the most money.
he go to Jets or he go
Right,
That's where he's gonna
exactly.
go.
Well, players-
And you know who has the most money?
He go play.
But
He go play
But
with
that
Stafford.
organization sucked.
Follow Stafford.
Yeah.
Yo, if we get Deshaun Watson, Galladay, let's go.
Don't put that out
That's
there.
dead, bro.
What else you got, John?
The next
No, nigga, don't do that to me.
Another talented player who's been plagued by injuries. The Chargers let Hunter Henry go. So
Hunter Henry.
I'll take the
Yeah.
market. Talented, but obviously has some injury issues. But
He injury prone. Yeah, he does.
You're
A
going
lot
to
of
the
teams
Pats.
need a lot of tight ends.
going to the
Real quick
Pats.
too.
the
As
Pats
far as like
Probably.
Pats
so
or
as far as
Bucks,
the
yeah.
market for a tight end,
Probably.
David Njoku is going to hit free agency this year as well. So that's really it. So those are the top two guys. Obviously, I'd rather Hunter.
a move that surprised me. The Packers let Aaron Jones hit free agency.
Oh,
Yep.
wow, yeah, that's
What?
crazy.
Big,
He's a
huge,
vital
huge.
part.
No
Right.
way.
He's a
I
vital part.
think ultimately they resign him though. I think
They
they
probably
resign him.
will, but still,
Yeah.
like
That's crazy,
bro.
though.
Like,
he might.
how the hell you
let
let
him touch
his
free agent.
agent-
Don't tag him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now they might sign him, but now they playing with fire because somebody come with that right proper chop, and then he be like, oh, okay, so y'all put me out there. Now I'm entertaining. Right. Y'all ain't tag me. Right.
And we
Right.
can work
Y'all,
out in the future.
exactly.
He already
Y'all-
looks good in green. So you know.
That's
Where I
another
can,
for the Jets.
Yo, it's just
Yo, honestly-
anyone have a
who is the
I
Jets
want
running
everybody.
back?
I want
Who's the Jets
every
running
free
back?
agent that's out there.
Who the Jets got at running back currently?
Ty Johnson, LaMichael Pirine, and what's the dude from? He had a good little stint with Philly. What the fuck is his name? Oh my God, what the fuck is his name?
is his last name Barkley?
No, in Philly. I said Philly.
Yeah, I know. It's like Matt something. I
No,
think it's
not
Matt
Ty
Barkley.
Johnson. Ty Johnson came from Detroit.
You talking about Matt
LaMichael
Barkley, the
Pirine.
quarterback from
Oh
UFC?
my God! Hold on. Oh, Josh Adams. So I'm assuming the depth chart would be currently Ty Johnson from Detroit, LaMichael Pirine, who we drafted, and Josh Adams, the running back from Philly. He had a good few games when he was in Philly. I'm assuming it was the connection. But Frank Gore was our leading back, and he's
I mean, who needs a
hopefully retired.
who needs a back other than the Jets?
He's a solid
Jets.
backup.
Yeah, I said other than the Jets. Who else needs
backup.
a? Because there's a lot of good running backs in the.
Looking
in the
around the
league.
league.
I'm just
Detroit
trying
kind
to
of
think
needs a
off.
back.
Trying to. well, the Patriots always need a running back, but they don't ever utilize the running game.
Right.
Technically, the Bills do. I don't really know what they're doing with
Singletary and Moss. But they got Moss though.
They got Moss too. But again, they don't really like utilize these guys the way that they're supposed to. Big time power move with if the Chiefs were to do it. I'm assuming Le'Veon Bell is probably going to be a free agent again this year. I'm pretty sure
Chiefs would do some
he
shit
could
like that though.
He could just to be better if you want to chase rings.
Another team that could use his services is Pittsburgh.
Yeah, James Conner is also a free agent.
Yeah. Definitely need back.
Yeah, that's a good spot. What else we got there out there in free agency, John?
The Titans let Malcolm Butler go.
He old as hell.
Super Bowl hero.
Still solid player though. I'm pretty sure
he's still old.
He still help. Yeah. You don't gotta play. He don't gotta be like an every down cover corner. He could, play like a little safety and still be formidable on the defensive side.
Bill Belichick ruined his career, bro.
When you're a good player, you just gotta you adjust and change a little bit. I think he can still be serviceable in the right situation. Shit, my team, we got the Patriots connection. We might try to holler at him, play some help in the.
Yeah, no, that'd be that with the. So you would have what's his name, Logan Ryan and Malcolm Butler back together again.
That's something that the Giants might try to do.
That's not a bad situation for him.
So that's possible. Logan Ryan, look, he's a little older. He worked out for us.
Right. Mm-hmm. What else we got in free agency? Allen Robinson. I got the tags here. Allen Robinson.
Yeah, you want to do the tags next, or?
Yeah. Go through the tags. Yeah.
The Bears tag Allen Robinson, another receiver that a lot of teams was hoping to hit the market. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to hit the market. So it doesn't look like he's going anywhere. It looks like he's going to be in Chicago for at least one more year.
Right. Didn't they tag him last year?
Nope.
Nah,
he signed like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Then we got my Giants franchise tagging Leonard Williams. We tried to, get the deal worked out. Didn't work. But we didn't want to play with fire and let him hit.
Right, exactly.
We let him know we want you.
We need some more time, right? We need some more time to figure this out.
We want you. It was either the easy way or the hard
way. If you want to stay local, Jets tag Marcus May. So he's not going anywhere, thank God, because he's probably the only piece of our defense that's been consistent since no one is around anymore. Obviously, no Jamal Adams, no CJ Mosley. But hopefully, we'll get some CJ Mosley this year.
And the Bucks had Godwin. Chris Godwin got tagged by the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yep. So again, another receiver that people wanted to hit the open market.
He probably would have got some. He would have got a big
he would have got a big bag if they would let him go.
So Bucks probably gonna have to work something out with him. Maybe he understands his role. Sign something like team friendly because they in winning championship mode.
Right.
Tampa, but if he would hit the market, I'm pretty sure he would have got paid like a number one.
I think if they win, hypothetically, if they win again, he gonna dip because it's like now I'm just playing. I got the rings already. I need to get my paper now and stuff like that. So he'll stick around, but he's a number one receiver, and
that's gotta be ideal for niggas to get their rings in and then
get it out the way. You're right, just get it out the way.
That's gotta be ideal. And nobody ever admit that.
Right. I can't prove nothing. I ain't got nothing to prove no more. I got the rings out the way. Now I'm chasing my bag and my personal stats or records or whatever and stuff like that. Personal achievements. You got the rings out. You Gucci. Like once you get that, it's quiet from there. All right, what else we got, John?
Go ahead, John. Keep going. If you got are you done with franchise tags or?
I think at this point could take over.
Yeah, I got Brandon Sharif, guard for the Washington Reds football team. He also got franchise tagged, and I believe that is all of them. Oh, sorry, Marcus Williams, the safety out of New Orleans, got franchise tagged as well. And that is all currently for the franchise tags.
Now, what's the biggest thing going on in football today? What happened?
Well, it wasn't today. Trent Brown was traded to the Patriots. No, I'm not done with moves. We'll get to the man. We'll get to the man. It wasn't today. We'll get to the man that deserves it. Because he's gonna get his own segment.
All right, gotcha.
But other news, again, kind of big news, I guess. LaMarcus Joyner got cut from the Raiders, and Richie Incognito got cut from the Raiders. So the Raiders might not be good this year. Big Ben.
Richie a racist. Richie the racist.
Big time racist. Obviously, the Pouncey brothers. I don't know if that happened before or after we recorded, but the Pouncey brothers.
We already say he retired.
Yeah,
we did. Okay, both of them.
Did.
Both of them retired. Big Ben is back. Talk about racist. Let's talk about some rapists, allegedly.
Let's talk about some rape.
Alex Smith was officially cut by the Washington football team.
Yeah, man.
Micah Hyde resigns. That's a big news. Locally, David Mayo and Golden Tate were cut from the New York Giants, and Henry Anderson was cut from the New York Jets. If we missed anybody, look up your teams. We don't care. We talk about New York stuff and big news. And the biggest news.
Drum roll.
Anybody know what the biggest news? Homie Dak got paid.
More Campbell Soup commercials.
He deserves it.
Campbell Soup commercials.
I mean, the guy broke his ankle. He was fine though.
He got paid, and
he looks like he got the wind knocked out.
Enjoy more future of accidents waiting to happen and that.
That's hate. Basically
only 4 more.
I'm gonna save the Giant fans. Hold on, I'm gonna get the full details, but I'm gonna save the Giant fans for last. But DQ, since you are the biggest Dak Prescott fan, and you've missed like 6 episodes, obviously you've been dealing with some stuff. But what's the expectations for Dak and the Cowboys, man?
Me personally, how much money is he guaranteed again?
So he has a 4-year, $160 million contract. I believe his signing bonus was
66.
He has 120 guaranteed.
And I think his signing bonus also was like the biggest.
My expectations for him are none because he already got the money. You just got to go out and play and have fun.
Can I answer this?
A bad
go ahead, John.
Get that bag and play, I guess.
Dak is a Super Bowl. That's his expectations. He got paid. He got the franchise quarterback money. His expectations is to carry the Cowboys to the playoffs and lead them.
They need to get defense.
I don't think it's.
They need to get defense.
I don't think that is the ultimate goal, but coming into this next season, making the playoffs is the happy medium for the short term. Yes, you got the bag. You in Dallas, so Dallas is Super Bowl or nothing anyway. But coming into this next season, I don't think he needs to prove his worth by getting to the Super Bowl or it's a bust. Rather Jerry see it that way. No. It's another thing. But
is winning the division. Winning the NFC.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean by winning the
playoffs
and winning the division. That's what I meant by not knowing.
No, but he needs to not just get to the playoffs. He needs to win a playoff game.
But that's what I meant, John. That's what I meant. Winning the division, making the playoffs, not sneaking in with a.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you just sneak in that last spot for the wild card, a new wild card spot, and make it, or winning.
I'm not talking no 8-8, 9-6 sneak in. I'm talking about really beating on this division.
And you know they're going to make the playoffs.
And then you know for sure they cemented themselves as a real playoff contender. If they get past the first round, then that's even, that's more icing on the cake. But I think as long as they do that, in regards to having a strong regular season and getting to the playoffs without having to sneak in with a low seed wild card, this first year, people will be happy with that, except for Jerry. That's the only person who would be.
I think they need to win a playoff game, to be honest, though. They can't just make the playoffs. They need to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
To make it up there.
I know it's tough, again, removing myself as a fan of the game in itself. It's tough to, the guy literally snapped his fucking ankle. You know what I mean? Right. It's not, he's probably not even going to be 100% when the season starts. So you have to be patient. If you're a Cowboys fan, you have to be patient with Dak. I don't think you're going to see electric stuff from him. Obviously, his haters are going to bury him when they have a couple of bad games. They lose a couple of games early on. But I think ultimately for Dak, like, yeah, man, he's got a chance to really prove something. But he's got 4 years, so I don't see it this year, but potentially next year we could see him in a Super Bowl.
See, I don't agree with that at all. Only because I've broken my ankle, as you know, Ed, and most of you guys know. And my recovery process was 6 months or something like that. And I didn't have elite level like training, therapy, all of that shit. I think training camp, your boy's 100%. And maybe we don't see no film on him for training camp if they're not on Hard Knocks or something like that. And when you see week 1, it's gonna look like he didn't miss a beat, bro. That's how.
I think he will. But Kev, again, to back that up, you said you didn't have, you're not gonna have the elite kind of training or the elite kind of recovery.
Yeah,
you're also not getting hit. You're also not getting hit by some of the most elite talent in the world.
Yeah,
but all it takes is, I mean, we worried about Alex Smith all season last year when Aaron Donald.
Yeah, we worried about Alex Smith more so because he had a what? He had a high break in his leg.
Again, 100%, I agree with you. But like, you had Aaron Donald on him like a backpack on his broken leg, and he stood fine. But again, if that's a different scenario, if it's a different kind of guy. Look, we don't know. Dak doesn't have injuries. This is his first big major injury, so we'll just see.
I'm just saying, after seeing how much he gets confirmed for and how much they give him, I think it's clear that, bro, he's not gonna miss a beat when he comes back.
And with incentives, he could get $75 million his first year.
Bro, I think it's so clear that anybody that doesn't know or is not realizing or doesn't have any experience of like breaking an ankle and getting that full rotation back took me 2 months after being in a hard cast for 4.5. Bro, this dude has the best rehab in the world. I think he's gonna be. I don't know, man. As much as I hate the Cowgirls, I don't think he's missing a beat.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a great season for Dak.
It'll be a perfect time for an experiment with hard drugs too.
This is definitely the time. He's one of the elites in the league.
Nigga Ed said, "Fuck what Kev talking about." He did.
So, anything else in NFL news? Because if not, we can move on to the rest of the honorable mentions. Nothing. All right, honorable mentions.
Oh, I got one more thing for honorable mentions.
We still in honorable mentions. We're still doing honorable mentions. So if you got something, go ahead, John.
Vanessa Bryant won her case. She won her case. So now the judge ruled in her favor. So they're gonna, the names of the officers that were investigated will be revealed to the public. I don't know how soon that's gonna happen, but they will reveal. I believe it's 7 officers that took place. Like was taking pictures of the crash site and showing it to people.
So do this give her the grounds to pursue a suit against these guys? Like, is she now able to take legal action against?
Look, she took legal action against the LAPD,
right,
as a whole. But now, they're gonna reveal the names of these individuals. So now it's gonna come to light who's the ones who've done this. For the individuals, this is a big L because you know how below he is.
Yeah, they gotta move out of LA, bro.
Because
it's gonna be bad for them.
Right, because at first I thought like LAPD was trying to like keep it secret who the guys were, so she don't take legal actions against them. But if she's taking legal actions against LAPD and not against them, what's the? I'm trying to figure out what are we standing to gain besides pointing out the fuckers from them being public. Like what is she looking to gain from that? That's my thing. Bro, like what is she?
Her point.
At the end of the day, they don't. At the end of the day, they don't need money, son. So at the end of the day, whatever she take them for, if she take the department for a certain dollar amount,
right?
And the first thing I think in my head is her putting that into charity, into the neighborhoods.
Yeah, of course. She ain't got none. She don't need no bread.
Right. Also,
no, but I'm just trying to understand what was her point and what is she trying to gain by making these guys public? Is she like, I'm about to make y'all life live in hell, or?
I think somewhat. I mean, that's probably like the latter, but point of it is also because she probably felt they was trying to cover stuff up.
Yeah.
So she wasn't all out, exposed.
Right, she want everything out. Right.
Can't cover it up, like
Right.
like
Right.
people can be covered up. They probably did try to cover certain things up. They didn't want their officers to get in trouble, but it's out there. This person did this, that person did that. You can't cover it up. It's like put it out there. Look what they did. These officers violated their job, their duty,
Right.
And they were showing up the pictures of my loved ones, and it wasn't probably they took pictures of the site, but it wasn't only Kobe's and Gigi's remains. There's remains of other family members, because I can only imagine that crash site wasn't, it was a bad crash site, so you couldn't tell who's who.
Right.
So it's a way for, obviously, mainly Vanessa's the leading force in it, but I'm pretty sure there's also for the other families also, because they, we don't know what was on those pictures, but we just know they took pictures.
Yeah.
And is one step closer. We're gonna know who the officers are, and unfortunately for them, they probably will want to leave out of LA. But as beloved as Kobe was, they want to probably keep low life and let this cloud pass. They fucked up, and they just gotta eat this out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good. Like you said, LAPD probably trying to keep shit under wraps and trying to hide parts and shit. So she like, I want everything exposed as it should be. And those bastards know they were wrong. They're cops, they're officers of the law, they're fucking civil servants. And they pass around pictures like it's fucking Twitter or some shit, like just dumb as hell. But Drew, I got a question.
Era, dog.
Yeah. I got a question for you, Drew, in my honorable mention. Is Miami Heat player Myers Leonard a racist?
Ooh.
No, you don't know.
He don't know what happened.
Just an anti-Semitic.
I don't know why you asked me that.
No.
Okay,
anti-Semitic and racism go hand in hand.
Tell me the context.
So it's
Let me
it's one and the same. One and the same. So remember last year when everything happened with the world, all the racist shit going on with between the cops and people of color. But again, remember a lot of players was taking a knee.
He was standing.
That was though.
Right. So he was standing. He he had brothers and family that was in the army and law enforcement and stuff like that. So people felt some way about that because if you're smart enough, wrong is wrong, and you ain't picking sides if you have brothers and sisters and family in the armed forces. We all know that. Anybody with common sense know that. Now, this idiot was caught. He was playing Call of Duty online, and he was caught with saying some anti-Semitic slurs. He called somebody a kike bastard.
I was gonna say K word.
Look,
I was gonna say K word.
Called him a kike bastard.
We're gonna have to use that dolphin.
So we don't, but that's what he said. We just were. For anybody watching this, warning. This part is explicit. What the fuck? Yeah. Okay. So
this is Myers Leonard's words.
This podcast is canceled now.
This is his exact words.
This is Myers Leonard's, not Devin Johnson.
No,
Myers
this is
Leonard's
not words. These is his exact words.
That's his words.
I was about to know, crazy dad. You went to. I was about to ask you what he said, because I just know he said a slur. I didn't know.
He said the K word.
He said the K. He said the K word.
I'm not gonna lie. For someone to talk, like, who uses that word? He uses that.
Who does use that word?
John. That was my whole. When I heard it,
who does use that word?
I said, this bastard is a true bigot and racist, because who the fuck used those words? Like,
So did you guys actually hear the stream or no?
No, I saw the video. I saw the video.
So you did, but so you notice how he kind of did like a. So he took a deep breath and then he said it. So it's like he thought about it for a second.
And then it got super quiet. It was like awkwardly silent after.
He was like, "Is this the right word for it?"
But then he apologized because he said he didn't know what it meant. So he apologized.
Playing Call of Duty, they know what it meant.
Come on.
Sure.
How you say that word randomly? Don't know what it means.
Right.
Okay, and then also to play devil's advocate too. We all play a lot of online games.
But you gonna say,
That ain't the worst thing we heard.
you gonna hear.
That ain't the worst thing we heard.
You gonna hear.
Like,
I'm saying you gonna hear 11-year-old in Florida call you a nigga. You gonna
Yeah.
hear.
No, he ain't gonna call you a nigga. He's gonna call you, what's up, niggers? Yeah, what's up, niggers?
But that's in the realm of possibility. But you went all the way over here where it's not even in when you think of the common racial slurs and stuff, like, bro, you went to
1930s racial slur.
Right, you got the old before Jesus racial slur book. Like nobody.
You got the Old Testament racial slurs.
The Old Testament book of racial slurs, bro. Like,
I'm pretty sure that word is used, but I'm pretty sure there's a newer version of a more harmful word that people.
I think.
Yeah. So again, I'd be renounced to not mention. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Clerks 2. Hands down, one of the best movies in the world. But Randall,
Clerks 1, never saw Clerks 2.
No, Clerks 1's awesome. Clerks 2. Randall,
Jay and Silent Bob, you guys.
The Jay and Silent Bob guys, yeah, Kevin Smith. Randall didn't know that porch monkey was a racial slur, and said that he learned it from his grandmother. It's a whole big thing. You should totally look it up. It's hilarious. But he mentions some of the anti-Semitic slurs, and it is one of the most hilarious scenes. But again, that's in the context of comedy. This isn't in the context of comedy. This is in the context of. So I'm gonna pretend that I don't know what this means. But again, Randall's character had no clue what certain racial slurs meant.
So Drew, my question is your guy a racist? Because he played for your team. He's your team. He's plays for your team.
That's my Miami Heat. No, he's a Lakers fan. What are you talking about?
My Leonard is constantly on the bench. How he's my guy?
He's still on the roster.
He's
on the roster. He doesn't play no significant role in my team, though. He's
a part of the organization that you support. Is this gentleman a racist? Since he don't play no significance, then you have no problem with telling me how it is, right? So basically,
kind of, yeah. He's a bigot, yeah. If you use words like that labels you as a bigot, kind of, yeah.
Just to put it out there, us people of color, we love our Jewish brothers and sisters. We've all had similar fights and plights in this world. Words like that shouldn't be thrown around like that. He's a fucking idiot because, like I said, with all the profane and harmful words people use on social media, on fucking online, bro, you pick.
You was streaming on Twitch. That's the thing.
You streaming, right?
Here's the thing. You can do that shit on your own. You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. We've all done it. We've all been victims to it, homie.
You streaming on Twitch?
Don't stream on Twitch then.
Like
if you want to do that, don't stream on Twitch.
Just dumb.
It's not like he was playing Call of Duty World War II, where it kind of maybe would have made sense.
No.
Maybe. If he was a German soldier, then maybe it would have made sense. But no, he was playing probably Battle Royale.
You didn't have to go to racials. You hear everything.
Yeah, he went in, son.
You hear everything in Call of Duty.
Are you watching it right now, Kev?
No. I'm just saying, like Dev said, he used a word that, how many people out here really know what that word is?
Anti-Semitic.
If it wasn't for Clerks 2, I would have no clue what that word meant.
I've heard the word before,
probably still anti-Semitic still use it. You never
it's
know.
A word. Even if I was cracking a joke, that would be the last word I think of.
He definitely knew what he was saying because he paused then said it. Yeah, he thought about it. Clearly.
He took a deep breath.
He's like,
he thought about it. Yeah, he thought about it before he said it.
Let me get all this air in my chest so I can say.
So now I'm gonna pick the correct racial slur to use. Let me just one from 1930s. No one's ever heard in a minute.
He chose a bad one because the powers that be.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They run it all.
He Gina Carallo himself.
They would use that. The other, who went the N-word route.
The S word? Oh, I
thought you used the N-word who has ass beat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, his teammates sort of had.
Right. Oh yeah.
What's the S word, Ed?
I'm not gonna talk about that. Listen. So the Dominican. Look. Quick history lesson. The Dominican people were the only people that actually supported the Jewish community long time ago. Obviously, during World War II, there was a ship that set out to find to escape the Holocaust, and every country wanted no smoke from Germany, and they all denied the Jews. But when they pulled up to Dominican Republic, we were like, papi, we got mango, entra, no problem. We were the only country to let them in. So therefore, the Dominicans and the Jews are like this. If you ever go on a flight to the Dominican Republic and you're not going to like a resort like either Punta Cana or Puerto Plata, if you fly into Santiago, you fly into Santo Domingo, guess what? You're going to see a lot of yarmulkes on that flight. Right. Because just like Florida, the Jews are present in the Dominican Republic.
That's where they go to retire. Like, yeah.
So the S word is another anti-Semitic word that I will not say.
We just taking this to say, Myers Leonard, you're an idiot and you suck. You ain't even good, bro. Get rid of that bum.
They probably are going to trade him. Probably.
We're done.
Free agency trade deadline is probably coming up. They probably are going to trade him.
Anything else in honorable mentions?
I thought I had something else. Space Jam, NFL. Timeout. I want to give a special shout out to our guy, Brandon White. Brendan White. Sorry, he is posting a lot of practicing. You know, he's inside. He's in dome. He's throwing some
bro.
He is. Phil. I had to shout him out. I was like, dude, that is disgusting. I sent it to a couple of my friends that played the game. They're like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not hitting that. And he's obviously, been responding back. So Brendan, we're
shout out, friend of the pod,
rooting for you. Baseball season coming up. Hopefully get called up.
Yeah, friend of the pod. Every time I reach out to him on the OSA IG, he responds like
always. He's quick with it, man.
Quick.
So
we're
rooting for you. Obviously, you got 6 fans here.
I got that signed ball already in the pick for when he throw his first no hitter, man.
Good shit, Kev. Good shit.
I might tell it, I might not.
Now, would we be splitting that? Would we be splitting that 6 ways? Is that like?
Another one.
Yeah, you look like hell no.
Y'all getting the invite to the
like hell no. The mama.
The invite to the vacation that it affords me.
Alright. Oh, you gonna front it? You front the
vacation? You go front the vacation?
So Kev's taking us out. That's what I heard.
Front the tickets. Let's go.
That's what I heard. If you gonna front the vacay, I'm Gucci then. I'm with it.
Hey.
Anything else in honorable mentions?
Yo.
You going once?
One of a kind. Tell me how a one of a kind rookie card from Luka Doncic just sold for $4.6 million, bro. That shit is crazy. $4.6 million.
So more than Kobe and Tom Brady put together.
Yes. Aim to do it like in his.
I need to give me
aim to
cards.
do it in his third year.
Yeah, remember I told you about that freaking app that you can like sell and trade.
No, it's 4th year, right?
Third.
Is it 4th?
Third.
4th year now.
All right, third. Still, bro.
This is third. No, it's third. But that's troll because Tom Brady broke the record. Tom Brady was the highest.
Now, this just happened, though. This just happened,
bro.
This happened like two days ago.
Yes, bro. It's right here.
Within the past week and a half, Tom Brady's car sold for 1.6. Then Kobe sold for 1.8. Now Luka's selling for 4.6.
Oh yeah, bro. Yahoo is.
It's recency bias. Recency bias.
Yeah,
that's what you can chalk it up to.
I'm about to copy LaMelo and a Zion.
Big.
Yeah.
Got me some cards.
In 4 years, you got money, cuz it's like Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever.
Dogecoin, Dogcoin, all that.
Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Dogecoin.
It's Doge. Doge.
It is
also
Doge. Dogecoin.
Doge.
Also, we had a UFC weekend.
Oh, that's what I wanted to mention. Speak on that. We had Amanda Nunes. Yep. She to go.
Amanda is a beast, bro. She is a definite beast.
And the crazy thing is the big bitch she was fighting. She like 6'1".
Big bitch.
I saw a fight of her previous because I was like, who is she? Trying to like just YouTubing her, and she's a large woman, and she fucked somebody up, and I'm like, damn, Amanda gonna have some problems because Shorty got the reach and she got long arms. Nah, Amanda got on her ass, Quick.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie.
Her name was Megan Anderson, by the way. Kevin and I went to school with a Megan Anderson, and she did not look like this woman.
Oh, I'm saying when Amanda started like really hitting her and catching her, and like Shorty tried to like plant her leg, it like her leg was about to snap, like her whole leg.
She had them noodle legs,
just to prevent her leg from getting fucked up, and it was just over.
Yeah,
Also,
and then the only other thing in that too, my guy Izzy Stylebender got his first fucking loss, man.
Cheated on me, but to me, when I was watching it, I felt he was a little too cocky.
And he gave his respect. He said if I was gonna lose to anybody, I'd rather lose to Jan.
You don't bounce back though. You don't bounce back.
He's too little. He tried to move up to the heavyweight. He was the lightest heavyweight to compete for a championship. Only at 200 pounds. Nobody under 204 has won the light heavyweight championship. He's
too little, and I'm not gonna lie, if there was like an extra 10 seconds, they would have had to stop that fight because he got on top of him and he started really, like he really started pounding him. But then they caught the fight was over. The time ran out. But if it was like an extra 10 seconds, they would have had to stop that. It would have been a TKO because
and whole ass John Jones talking shit. The fuck out of here.
Yeah, fuck John Jones.
Cokehead ass nigga.
But we're not gonna get into that. Like John Jones, I got John Jones beating actually both of them.
No, I do too. I'm actually with that.
Nah. Izzy's
and especially if Izzy trying to move up to light heavyweight and going against John Jones gonna kill him.
John Jones is gonna do the same exact thing.
Gonna snort coke and cheat, nigga. That's what you're gonna do. Exactly the same thing, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Hey, all we want about John Jones, he got some drug problems, but that man's a killer and he will kill whoever's in that ring. John Jones is really crazy. John Jones is crazy. We say he got problems, but
so again, congratulations to Amanda for holding it down, maintaining her championships. Congratulations that another kid, he won due to a foul. Young black kid.
Oh, DQ, yeah, man. Oh man, that was bad. That was really, really bad. Not you, DQ, disqualified.
I know.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't realize what I said when I said it. But
the title changed hands. It was a bad way for the title.
Right.
Yeah.
I never seen that before. I never think you do that.
And even he was like not happy.
Like something about wrestling. You can't win wrestling.
I don't think anybody wants to win a championship due to DQ.
Quick thing. There's been a lot of conversation. A lot of people felt like it was a bad knee and it was an illegal knee, but a lot of people felt like he milked it, like he took it.
Right.
Nah, I mean he looked not okay.
He looked fucked up, but a lot of people felt that he milked it to his
right.
But
I mean, if that's the case, then the dude who lost got first up on a rematch, right?
Yeah, he just got. But also, that was another controversial thing. Someone in his corner had told him to do the kick, and he listened to his corner. He intentionally, he's down. He got the green light. Someone like, yo,
what's this fucking Karate Kid? Go for the knee.
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the leg.
Fucking Cobra Kai ass niggas.
It's funny when they showed the corner's reaction. One person seen him do it, and he was like, "Oh no, what did he do?" And then one person that told him to do it is like, "Yes, yes." So it's like, damn, like you can't fully blame it. It's fucked up, but you just got the wrong advice.
Yeah.
And it's still weird that he lost his belt that way. Weird way to lose a belt. Weird way to win the belt. That was just a weird fight.
Right. But so that's UFC. Anything else? We're moving on, man. We done with it in case you missed it.
We're done with it.
We're done with our honorable mentions. We're moving on to bag it.
We got time to speed up because so many here.
So you know what I'm saying? So Jay Williams, former basketball player, ESPN analyst, commentator, Jay Will, my guy, played for the Bulls shortly.
New York Times bestseller, I believe.
Duke. New York Times bestseller, all that. Jay Will's my guy. He's a really good dude.
Yeah, but I mean, what's his career? A career?
His basketball career. He's a Duke legend. So
Duke, I'll give him that.
Duke, but he broke his leg.
Duke legend and had a great. Duke legend had a great NBA rookie year, but he is a personality that will be remembered because of everything he's done.
I fuck with him because he was light skinned, and I feel like us light skins don't really get as much credit as we deserve. And
he still does a great job as an analyst. still makes a decent amount of money. So.
He's one of those big what if players.
Yeah, right.
No,
exactly,
for sure. Yeah, remember that the whole J. Will, Joe Johnson project in Brooklyn.
Remember the first time he fought went 1-1 with Andrew Schultz and lost.
No.
Yeah,
I saw that shit. That was
so flagrant.
flagrant, bro. You never seen that?
Nah, I didn't remember that one.
Pretty much, shout out to Andrew Schultz.
Oh yeah, shout out Andrew Schultz. Shout out Flagrant 2
for the Flagrant 2 podcast.
Shout out Aka. Shout out Alex.
So pretty much,
J. Will got cocky as hell, bro. Like he actually.
Andrew.
So what you saying, DQ?
I was saying so pretty much. Andrew Schultz bet J. Will that he could score one basket on him. So J. Will was busting his ass like 9-0. I think they're going to 10 or 11, something like that. Right? So J. Will ends up like playing around with him and gets the ball stolen, and Schultz gets the ball back and throws up some bullshit that hit the backboard, bounced off the rim, hit the other side, and then bounced back in. So technically, still lost. He technically still lost 10-1.
So he won.
Yeah, he won the bet.
You couldn't score on him.
Yeah,
and he did on some funny fugazi shit.
Yeah.
Good shit, shows. Good shit.
Yeah, good shit, shows.
He inspired him 4 points, bro. Like he inspired him 4 points.
All right, but in back of the trash shit. So first up, J. Will, we're speaking to him. New York is happy right now. New York is happy. We have two good teams, two contending teams, the Nets in Brooklyn, New York, the Knicks.
Oh, right.
As well.
The Nets play in Brooklyn. Right.
So, still New York, still in the
You
boroughs.
need to get off the Nets in Brooklyn.
Look, okay, hold on. Time out. I had this conversation today. Look, it kills me to say this, but New York realistically has one team for every sport.
Yeah.
The Knicks for basketball, the Giants for football, the Yankees for baseball, the Rangers for hockey. Look, it is what it is.
They have a more dominant.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. People favor most New Yorkers. If you poll New Yorkers,
okay, of course.
Most New Yorkers care more. We talked about this last week. The Knicks finally go one game above 500, and there's a fucking parade at Madison Square Garden in Times Square. And the Nets have three of the best players in the league. Honorable mentions. They signed Blake Griffin.
People care about the Nets
win 2 or 3.
No one cares about the Nets.
The Nets been in Brooklyn for years.
Not in New York. Nobody cares about the Nets.
There's been kids that are born when the Nets got here. They're 8 and 9 now.
If the Nets win a championship in New York, I will die.
The only way they can overtake the Knicks, they got to win the whole decade, 10 years in a row.
Facts.
Stop it, John.
No,
that's what I said.
This is a Knicks state, bro.
No, of course it is.
The Nets are still from New Jersey, in my opinion.
The legend of the Knicks. But if the Nets can pull out 3 rings this decade, and the Knicks continue to on their pace that they've been on the last 30 years.
So if the Nets get 3 and Knicks get 1,
it doesn't matter. Exactly. The Nets can have 5. The Knicks get 1, and the Knicks are still the better team.
But you're absolutely right. And I agree with y'all. If the Knicks get 1, ain't shit you can say. But that's why I said. But that's why I said if the Nets can get at least 3, and the Knicks continue to be what we know of the Knicks, then yes, they will be able to compete with the Knicks as the face and the team of New York.
No, it's crazy. If the Knicks get 1, New York Knicks fans will be ready to fight for whoever was the star player of that team to lead them to. They'll fight people for like, he's better than if they're playing.
The Knicks play
like nobody care about the Nets.
My man's team.
You are not a New York fan. Get out of here.
I'm not, but
Drew, I hear what you're saying. The Knicks, but again, the Nets haven't won anything yet. That's the problem.
All the Nets fans are in New Jersey.
They've come close, like
they have the legend of. They have the legend of the Knicks. They have that. That's what the Yankees have. It's the legend. It's the legend.
Drew, I'm gonna summarize this for you real quick. The Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009. We're about to go. We're literally trending in the direction of almost 2 decades without a championship, and it doesn't matter what the Mets do.
Exactly.
The Mets are still the Mets, and the Yankees are still the best team in New York. It doesn't matter what the Jets do. The Giants. Okay, I'll summarize it even easier for you. The Giants have had the worst record in the last 5 years in the NFL. The worst record in the last 5 years. That's worse than the New York Jets. That's worse than the Cleveland Browns. That's worse than the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Giants are still supreme in New York, period.
And
The
also,
Buffalo Bills went to the playoffs this year, 2 years in a row, actually.
What year was
one
the Mets
cared.
in the World Series? That's 2015 or 2016?
Yeah, exactly. The Mets went to the World
Buffalo.
Series in 2015, and no one cares.
They were supposed to win that though, but if the Royals didn't
Well,
repeat, they would have won that shit.
Buffalo
Man,
as
I agree
Alright.
with that statement. Y'all was supposed to win that shit. Like,
Yeah, but the
So,
Royals
alright,
came
we
back.
don't count
And
Buffalo
then,
as being New York.
No.
Let's get to bag of the trash.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
get to bag of the trash. Now, we speaking on Jay Will. He was discussing why he picked Chris Bosh. I don't know, but Julius Randle was having a great season. First time All-Star skill challenge. He's playing great. And statistically, he's having
can you
a
let
better
Dev talk, Andrew?
he's having a better season than Chris Bosh than ever. Chris Bosh than ever had, even prime Chris Bosh in Toronto. Julius Randle's stats are better. So with that, I'm just segueing with that. This is the question. Bag of the trash. All right. Drew, to you first. You want to jump in there, bro? I'm gonna give it to you. Alley-oop to you.
Right.
Bag of the trash. Would you take Julius Randle over prime Chris Bosh? Bag of the trash.
Trashing it. I am definitely trashing it because Chris Bosh was an integral part into getting those two championships in Miami, and that goes over Julius Randle, which with the Knicks, you're cooking right now. You are definitely cooking. I ain't gonna deny that you're cooking, but you still got to prove something.
Okay, so just to piggyback on that, a lot of people don't consider Miami prime Chris Bosh. Toronto was his better years. So to give you that, would you take Toronto Chris Bosh over today's Julius?
In your completely unbiased opinion, because you became a Miami Heat fan when that team was formed.
No, it's not. No, I definitely did not.
Answer the question, nigga.
So that's again, just giving.
I miss
that,
having DQ here, dog.
So giving you that.
Yo, what the fuck? You just got back. Shut up.
So Drew, prime.
Shut up.
Turn it up.
Prime Chris Bosh is his Toronto years. Would you take that Chris Bosh over Julius Randle?
I'm taking that Chris Bosh over Julius Randle because Julius Randle's been cooking for just 1 year. Prime Chris Bosh was way okay. If you're just taking prime Chris Bosh from Toronto, prime Chris Bosh was cooking for way more than just 1 year. Julius Randle's just been cooking for 1 year. I'm still tracing that.
That's what happens when niggas don't watch basketball.
All right, so John, bag of the trash. Would you take Julius Randle over a prime Chris Bosh?
To answer the previous question, this is something that's been trending on social media, so that's why Jay Williams acknowledged
touched on it. Okay.
He didn't pick Chris Bosh. There's something that went trending on social media. Someone made a post about it,
comparing it and stuff.
Probably a New York fan, like I told you.
Knicks fan, right.
New York fans, bro.
Classic Knicks fans.
Other players for Julius.
That's why DQ is shitting on me because he's classic New York fan.
Randle has a great skill set. I would definitely think prime Bosh because prime Bosh is very underrated. But let Julius Randle lead the Knicks.
I'm eating ice, bro.
You sucking on it?
Go ahead, John. Talk.
That just went left. All right, but let Julius Randle lead like the Knicks for like a 5 years straight playoffs, like 5 years straight. Rings or not, New York is gonna recognize as Randle as the far superior player because he led the Knicks to 5 playoffs consistently 5 years in a row. But Bosh in Toronto was great. He's a very, very underrated player because him being no disrespect to him, but the lesser of the big three in Miami is Bron, Wade, then him, talent-wise.
If it wasn't for Chris,
he got
Chris Bosh,
and he also got left behind. Remember that? That was funny.
A lot of people don't talk about Bosh. A lot of people don't talk about Bosh. Now, Wade was still there. It was Wade and Bosh.
I know, but
But Bosh's career ended short.
Bosh could have went somewhere else.
Going to add to his legacy.
Bosh was already there before Bron got here.
who's been playing solid the last 3 years. He's having his best year this year, but he's been playing good basketball for the last 3. And his career is always every year has been better. Randall's gotten better every year.
All right, we'll say you're sending.
The one thing I can say, talent-wise, Bosh got it, but Bosh only led the Raptors to the playoffs 2 times. So Randall will have to lead the Knicks at least 2 times to be in the conversation with Prime Bosh. And if you want to talk career, he has to win at least 1 championship with the Knicks. 1 championship.
I mean, if he win 1 with the Knicks, ain't even a conversation.
I said that's
It
fine.
ain't even a conversation.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we just had this conversation.
Yo,
1 Knicks championship equals 5 of anybody else's championships. Period.
Okay, bro, like,
Period. That's
no, it's not.
yes, it is.
Oh,
Drew. I'm gonna put it in context so you might understand. If let's say the Jets and Sam Darnold go to a Super Bowl and win and win a Super Bowl, you're not gonna say that Sam Darnold's a better quarterback than Eli Manning? Of course you will, because 1 championship equals 5 if the Jets win.
That's the reason.
No, he ain't better than
Eli got 2.
No, he ain't better than
That's
Eli.
a
He's
reach,
better than
bro.
everybody
That
else.
is
It's not a
reach.
reach. It's
He's
not a
better than
reach.
Dak.
No, why is
he's
it
better than
reach?
Dak.
Yeah, exactly. He's better than Patrick Mahomes. He's better than every quarterback in the league because he brought a championship to the Jets.
Not biased.
Okay.
No, but like no bias aside.
It's fandom. You are going.
No, it's not. It's no
fandom,
bias
bro.
aside. Is that the point is, Drew, is that an organization that is so pathetic and so sad, like the New York Knicks, a championship, they haven't won one since what, 94?
Randall,
Not even.
Quick thing.
They haven't been to an Eastern Conference. The Knicks ain't won since the
94.
the Knicks ain't won since the 70s.
Yeah, the finals since 99.
No. If Randall wins a championship
Since Willis Reed brought them their
he will
last
get a
championship.
statue by Madison Square Garden, and
Facts.
they'll build him a statue next to the Statue of Liberty.
Word. That's the thing, Drew. You're not understanding it. You take the bias aside. You have to take into what the fans would want and what the reaction that it will cause.
You'll see Julius Randle's face painted everywhere in New York. Everywhere you go, you'll see Randall.
All right, DQ. Bag of the trash. Will you take Julius Randle today over a prime Chris Bosh?
He's gonna bag it.
Bagging it simply because Chris Bosh never averaged 28 in Toronto at any point in time. His highest average is 24, probably 23. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it's 24, right? And at the time he had 24, he also had Andrea Bargnani's bum ass on his team as well. So yeah, he had those points to share. But if you're talking about Miami,
I used to play on the Knicks, right?
Even though he wasn't in his prime at that moment, I feel like Chris Bosh was a very important piece to that Heat team. If you take them, like if you see, like if LeBron leaves and D Wade leaves, the Heat wouldn't do anything pretty much. But the way Julius Randle is balling out right now, like he's been literally getting better from a guy who broke his leg the first game he ever played in the NBA to where he's at now. It's a remarkable leap. When he was in New Orleans, he wasn't getting that much press because he had AD with him. So his leap in points is like it's substantial.
Randle was in New Orleans.
See, he's like, what's he watching sports? See,
remember he been to New Orleans. Like, come on, son. Like,
for 4 years, nigga.
Wasn't too long ago.
Everywhere that he been at.
Come on, son.
He had 18 a game in New Orleans, and he was coming off the bench.
I don't fucking okay.
I was about to say, you don't fucking watch basketball?
No, I don't fucking watch New Orleans. Shut the hell up, bro.
I don't watch them either, but I knew that.
It's not New Orleans. It's
next. I'm done with
bag of the trash. Eddie, bag of the trash.
In my completely biased opinion, I'm gonna bag it. I think I've said a lot. I've interjected a lot already how I feel about the situation too. But also what you have to consider is that, so for Bosh's side, I mean, he was drafted with the 4th overall pick in 2003, and that loaded 2003 loaded draft. I mean, we're talking about LeBron, we're talking about Melo, we're talking about Wade.
Hurt high rich.
Yeah. This is number six.
And then you look at Randall,
Darko, Milicic,
Bosh, Wade, Kirk Henry, and then TJ Ford at 7.
And
TJ
then
career ended early.
The
TJ
Pistons
for
totally
8 with
fucked
Bosh
up
And
with
the
Toronto.
Knicks, dude,
with
the Knicks,
Carmelo, bro.
number 8 or number 9. That's probably
shut
their
up, John.
number.
Man, come on, dog. Why you gotta
But
do that, John?
that proves the point.
No, of course, you're
What
absolutely
Randall
right.
does for the Knicks is gonna
Exactly. And again, I alluded to what happens when the Knicks are one game above 500. With Randall too, it's not like Randall's some like guy that came out of nowhere. I mean, the guy went 6th or 7th in his draft.
7th. He was 7th.
Yeah.
LA drafted him with the 7th pick.
7th. Yeah. So I mean, again, like, look, time will tell. Unfortunately for Bosh, he did have his health issues that kept him out of the game. But prime Bosh versus prime Randall. Here's my craziest hot take. I don't think Randall's hit his prime yet.
Right.
So we'll see what the future holds.
Well, that's why I said, because I didn't say prime Randall. I said today's Randall. I don't even know if Randall's hit his prime yet. So, but we do know what Chris Bosh prime was in Toronto. So, Kev, bag it or trash it.
I agree with Johnny's take. As of right now,
It's kind of prime Randall's time right now.
And just to agree with Johnny, is definitely Chris Bosh right now. But again, to Eddie's point earlier, it's New York. You know what I mean? So if Randall wins at least one chip, or we get to the finals and lose, it's gonna be Randall, bro.
Yeah. And again,
so I'm in New York, and within New York borders, it's gonna be Randall over a lot of players.
Randall over everything.
I'm not gonna hear nothing different.
Randall over everything, but I'm definitely trashing
Randall over Zion, Randall over Zion.
No, I'm saying New York.
Oh, in New York.
In New York.
In New York, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Not him personally. In New York, yeah.
I don't give two fucks.
Randall over Zion, Dev. Let's go. Randall over Zion.
I don't give two fucks. I'm saying I'm New York over Randall over everything here in New York, but I'm trashing it. Maybe, y'all call me the old nigga on the pie, but I watch Toronto.
Yes.
Chris Bosh.
You were what?
The old nigga on the pod.
At
so
least
I am
20?
the older. I am the
You're
older.
the old nigga on the pod.
Prime Bosh, what was that, 2003? You were 2003, 2004? You were definitely at least in your 20s.
No, I was in high school. I was a freshman in high school. But
Wait a minute.
So Bosh, let me get my take. So Bosh in Toronto, I think prime Bosh has a lot more skill than Randall. And there's no slight to Randall. Let's just put that out there first. No slight to Randall. But Bosh, unfortunately, was in a loaded class that actually transitioned to be great superstar players. But Bosh was a superstar in his own right. But the other superstars that was of that class, the cloud that they cast was like too big, where people sleep on how great of a talent Chris Bosh was. And then when he went to Miami, like John said, he was again the third piece and behind two other superstars. Yeah. And then they made him change his play style. He became a spot shooter more than anything. But when he was in
Toronto,
but in Toronto,
like 6 years, he was like center.
He was power forward center, and he could do anything. So he could pull up, but he played dominantly down low because couldn't nobody really fuck with him other than like other than like Tim Duncan.
What the fuck going on?
He had his shoe boxes right there. He hit it. So I'm gonna trash it.
I thought that whole shit was coming.
Julius Randle is a great player.
Did you see Drew like looking at DQ buried on all his shoe boxes?
Julius Randle is a great player. He's a player ascending, but prime Bosh, because I saw it, I don't see Randle right now fucking with that Bosh. Exactly. So that's my point. But New York, we all good there. All right, bag of the trash it now. Y'all know my guy is, right? LaMelo, Charlotte Hornets. Melo, this start got the world against him, man. Him, his daddy, his brothers, everybody just against these boys, like against his family.
His father, his brother, a thief.
All they do is ball. That's all they do. It's in the name.
Pun intended or pun intended?
Take it however you want.
I'm gonna say pun intended.
Take it however you want, but all these dudes do is ball.
All the balls do is ball.
all the balls.
He got
in
3
ball.
balls, which is rare.
All the balls, ball.
Balls.
But so
Never lost.
Balling
this
on
puts
balls.
Charlotte in a good but a very bad situation because they actually have 3 really good guards. They got LaMelo, they got Devontae Graham, and they got Terry Rozier.
He can bounce
So,
though.
so the issue that they're having is they got all 3 of these guards pretty much play the same position, and they're trying to focus on the future of how they're going to build their team. And a lot of people in the basketball world said Ball has proven that he is the center point. He's the future. He should be the centerpiece of this Charlotte team. So bag of the trash this to you first, John. To you first. Bag of the trash has LaMelo Ball proven he is the guard Hornets should build around. Bag of the trash.
Bag it.
John.
Oh, definitely bagging it. He's the star player that Michael Jordan's been waiting to put on his team
for years.
Well, he had Kemba. Kemba was
Kemba.
Great for them, but
LaMelo
seems like he's gonna be the player that's gonna reach that stuff that Kemba didn't really reach. Like,
and he had the nigga from Charlotte. Remember the baby Okafor. Yeah. Okafor, remember?
Bro, I ran into him twice in the city, like on some funny shit.
He was asking for change.
Nah, like so I was coming back from Berkeley on Street, and I was across from the library. I see this tall ass nigga. Like, who the fuck is this tall nigga walking by himself? I get closer. Oh, that's Okafor. And then I had an interview at a New York Comedy Club for an internship, and I come back past at the Gramercy Theater. He was walking past that and see him again. He smiled at me because he probably recognized me. That show's mad weird though.
He knew my face. He was a fan. He was a fan. I'm not gonna say anything, but he was a fan. But John, you are bagging it that Melo is the guard to move forward with the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah,
man.
All right, Drew, bagging the trash. Has Melo proven he is the guard to move forward with Charlotte?
Yeah, I'm definitely bagging it. But they also the one that they figure about trading is Devontae Graham. They're saying they're getting the most with Devontae.
You know what's funny, Dad? You asked Drew twice to bag the trash, and then Drew said.
Well, no, I didn't ask him. He said bag it when I said you. I said it to you first. He just shout out his answer, so I'm running it back to him.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we still have no idea how long Durant's bus was that he took to school back in elementary and middle school. So
you know what?
We're still waiting on
They
that.
don't pick up 3 kids. They don't pick up 3 other
Take
people.
off that, show everybody your bald head.
Nigga, shut up with your pubic hair.
Yeah, how's your mustache
You
coming?
just got hit.
How's your mustache coming, bro? Hey, Drew. I'm not gonna let you disrespect my childhood friend like that. How that ice sucking going, bruh?
Yo,
how many ice cubes you put in your mouth at one time? 1 or 2?
I don't give a fuck. Only one, nigga. Only ice, nigga.
Honestly, that's the best way to do it.
Drew,
you put one and you suck on one. It's easy. It's better. It feels better.
So last week he called me a cone. He clowned a Kev hair, and then he called DQ sick. Y'all hear? He said sick ass boy.
You're fucked up.
Oh boy.
He said sick ass boy.
For injury reserve, motherfuckers. Won't be all loud your first time on the pod.
Okay.
Yo, Drew, what's in that cup for real? You got some lean in there, cut?
Yeah, bag of the trash, bro. Y'all got me sweating. Bag of the trash. Has Melo proven himself as the starting guard in the future for Hornets?
Nah, I would say 100%. I forget actually what's the second guard's name?
Terry Rozier or Devontae Graham?
Yeah,
Devontae Graham. I think they should get as much capital as they can for him, and they need to get him out of there.
Right.
Because you only need 2 at the position. I've played 2K. You only need about 2 at the position. One start.
It's been working though.
No, I love Kev's analogy. I play 2K. I get it.
They just got to stop Melo, but the 3
I got 3.
Work. Because I think Melo's like 6'7", 6'8" himself. He's tall.
Yeah, he could play 1, 2, 3.
So he could play the 1 on offense and he could play the 3 on defense.
Right. But he's frail.
Guards.
He's frail though.
Yo, let him bulk up, babe. Yo, he be all right.
All right, Eddie,
LaMelo
bag
got
of
a
the
long
trash.
career.
Bag of the trash.
I'll bag it. LaMelo got a long career, man. I mean, he's what we have to understand too is that he's been playing with grown ass man in Latvia,
Right?
Correct, Latvia, for about 2 years anyway. Forget the controversy. I mean, like if we look back to the balls, all 3 of them. Again, you should definitely go see a doctor about that. But everyone was always saying that LaMelo was going to be the better of the balls.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Sometimes 1 ball is good, sometimes 2 balls good. But 9 times out of 10, there's only 1 ball is going to be the best ball. And I think LaMelo is the best ball. You know what I mean? Like
right.
the other 2 balls, they might, have some slow swimmers, but I think LaMelo got what it takes.
Yeah. All right, DQ, bag of the trash.
Right in the face,
They going to bag it.
What you say?
Trying to bag.
Nick right in the face, ass.
I ain't dick riding.
I said Nick Wright.
He said Nick Wright.
Oh, he said like Nick Wright. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Nick
I don't know
Wright
who
in the
Nick Wright
face
is,
ass
and I
nigga.
think you know that I don't know who Nick Wright is.
Yes, you do know who Nick Wright
I
is.
thought he said dick right in your face, ass nigga.
That's what I thought he said too, and I was like, I had a funny ass joke, and you missed it.
Okay,
and
so
now you beat me.
DQ bagged it. I'm gonna bag it as well.
With the other guard,
Go ahead.
Other guard,
Graham or
the-
Rozier?
Graham or Rozier?
Graham, because for him as a great shooter as he is, like the dev said, like the corners have to get as much capital from him as possible, because what he did to the Knicks like last season was insane.
Yeah.
He was shooting from anywhere and splashing it.
Yeah, but again, back
on and off this.
Right.
They could trade him for Kelly Oubre to the Warriors, because that nigga can't really shoot that well.
But I'm gonna bag it. Again, they got 3 guards, 3 really good guards, but I think Graham has more trade capital. And again, LaMelo is exactly who I said he would be. I always just knew it. And I got to give me some basketball cards that hopefully can sell for 1.8 mil or some shit in 4 years, because I got to get on that shit.
You got to get the ones with the spelling errors.
Okay,
Those are the
and
ones that
selling
sell
low enough.
forever.
Well, Tops, whatever the company is that be selling them shit is Tops, right?
Top
So,
is a
Upper Deck closed down. Surprised I didn't know that.
What happened?
But Upper Deck was the popular card.
No, what Cam say?
I said Tops is like a food chain, like not food chain, but like a ShopRite, like a supermarket chain. Unless
Must
you're
be
talking
in.
about something I don't know about.
No, Tops
Are
is
you
like.
talking about hold on. Kev is still like, look, you could take the boy out the Bronx, but you can't take the Bronx out the boy. Kev is so borough trash that he thinks the tops of the cereal box is what Tops fucking cards are.
You talking about Tops?
Not. He's talking about TOPS. He's not talking about TOPPS.
Oh, all right.
Yo, PPS is the trading card company. Tops of the top of the cereal box, Kev.
He talking about
So
the
you
shit
get
that you
your-
cut off and then
So
you
you,
give to
yeah,
your
that's
school and
exactly. You
shit.
send them in, you get a
Yeah.
rebate, you get a free like fucking
Dumbass
spoon
nigga.
that glows in the dark. That's what Kev's talking about.
No, I'm talking about TOPPS Tops, the card company, so I can get me that bread. But yeah, bagging it. Moving
Hold
on.
on, time out. He didn't say it was the cereal brand. He said it was the grocery chain shop.
I don't know, nigga. I thought that's what you was talking about. I thought Dev was fucking up.
You can only buy Post cereal and Kellogg cereal at ShopRite, Kev. You can buy that everywhere, man. Kev would go to the supermarket and be like, yo, Mom, can we not get the bag? Can we get the box? I'm trying to get a race car.
Nah, Cam was going down and looking at the aisles and looking for the Tops aisle and shit. Like, yo, I don't see no fucking Tops. Yo, can you point me to the Tops aisle? Like, boy, you tell me, dumbass. Wait, where your mama at? Where your mama? Go with your mama.
Nah, hell no. I was always next to my mama, bro. Growing up.
Oh yeah, don't leave next to me.
No, you
I'm
get
out
the
there.
pep talk before you walk in for sure.
My mom didn't take us to the store.
Listen, don't ask for nothing. Don't embarrass me in front of these people.
My brother was already 30 by the time we came, so we was in the house with them. We ain't go to the grocery store. But moving on, bag of the trash. It now it's spring baseball is upon us. It's happening. This question came because Kev hit us up. So excited, excited.
I'm always excited for Brett.
So excited.
He was so excited that
Kev, I think you still got Drew on mute.
Oh, do I?
Now keep him there.
Oh, my bad.
So excited.
So Drew hit us. Kev hit us up. Who hit up Grand Slam?
Brett Gardner.
I'm always excited for Brett Gardner to hit Grand Slam.
88-year-old Brett Gardner.
That's my disclaimer, man. Brett Gardner's the I think real MVP of the team, especially for the locker room for the boys.
No, he's veteran leadership is what he is. He's not the MVP. Not the MVP.
For the locker room, I'll say
leadership, veteran leadership.
He's the last player on the team that has actively with us.
Recovery.
All right. Aaron Boone had a hard situation. So
coach for 172 games. I don't know how much that's gonna work.
They say the heavy, like what?
We hope Aaron Boone has a speedy recovery and he's good to go for the season. But Aaron, Brett Gardner hit Grand Slam. Kev was super excited. I don't watch spring baseball. I barely watch any baseball, but I did last year. But it came to my cranium, and I was thinking. So I go to you first, Kev. Bag of the trash. Does spring baseball wins correlate to regular season wins? Bag of the trash.
This is a mixed bag on bag of the trash because I think for some teams it does 100%. At least if we're looking at their farm system, like if we have teams like, let's say for example, like Boston. Honestly, I have no idea how well they're doing right now, but we say for Boston, who's obviously in a clear rebuild, if their backups come in, and some, if not 2 out of 5 or 6 of them do good, and this applies to any team, then I would say bag it, but maybe not necessarily immediately. At least you get to see what the farm system is doing. But there are some teams that are right on the verge, and if all their players are doing good, then yeah, bag it for sure. But just to answer this question all around, just so nobody rags on me too much, I definitely would say trash it. But with a full season coming around, never know, man. Any of these teams that's doing good, they're getting wins in now. It definitely could.
All right,
Yankees?
I'll trash it in the sense of the way I see spring training is the way I see NBA preseason is the way I see NFL preseason. Look, you want to root for the guys that you see on Hard Knocks. You want to root for the guys that you just drafted that may or may not make the team. You want to root for our guy B. White who could make the team. But as far as seeing the starters or seeing like any kind of momentum taking you in, they had a great spring training, so that means they're going to have a great regular season. That's not the case. So in that regards, yeah, for sure, you definitely got to trash it. But again, like for those young guys trying to make the team, for those, and what to Kev's point too, areas. To Kev's point too, is that those guys, like, if you're going to put out most of the rookies, you're going to put out most of the guys that you just signed, most of these guys that are going to end up in AA, AAA, and single A. You're going to play those guys more than you'll play anybody else. If you get 2 or 3 starters out of that, then yeah, I see where it's worth it, but you're not bringing that momentum into the regular season. Definitely not.
All right, DQ, bag of the trash.
I'm going to have to trash it because like I've seen like teams like the early 2000s Marlins go like 30-0, but don't do shit after that. Especially from the spring training, they didn't win, really didn't do well in spring training, but go 30-0, but don't do nothing to 30 wins pretty much.
Yeah. All right, John, bag of the trash.
I'm gonna trash it. I thought spring training is more about the young players trying to showcase themselves. That way, the teams can look at them
until like the last week.
They can look at them and have like an eye, like, this is a player we're gonna have to call up within like the first month, first few weeks of the season. we might have to call him up, put him on the roster if he didn't make the cut, you know. But I don't think the wins, they play so little. The players play so little. So I'm going to trash it. I don't think they translate. But it's just more for the younger players and players that's trying to, you know, make the cut, get on the team, make a roster, do something, you know, instead of being a AAA or a AA or a single A, you know, hit the major roster. I think it's more about those players than anything.
Batteries, $1.
All right, Drew, back of the trash.
I am also going to trash it. It's just way too early. Like, these games are meaningless, really, to be honest. Like this, not let it go to the regular season, and unless then we'll be able to really evaluate. Yeah.
And again, just to clean it up, trash as well, just piggybacking off it, spring baseball plays the same job as every sport, preseason sports does. For the OGs to get some, you know, get them fresh legs under them, getting them back in the swing of things, get them back feeling it. And then for the young players on the brink trying to make the team, young players that's on the team, but, you know, trying to get them a feel for the game, the professional game, the big show, it does that for them. But in regards to coming, meaning that, you know, you're going to have, since you had a good spring, you're going to have there's going to be the World Series win because Boston, because I'm pretty sure if Boston cooked in the spring games, niggas gonna be like, that weak ass team ain't gonna do shit when the regular season starts because they ain't got shit. So I'm gonna trash that. But last on back of the trash, we talking games now. Now MK Mortal Kombat is one of the biggest franchises in the gaming world and ever. And you know what I'm saying? They had the movies, they had toys. I used to have the little G.I. Joes and shit. I used to watch the cartoon. I would even watch the Bad Show that used to come on one of the channels and shit. They had a TV show that was bad. But big MK fan. And when you think of MK, a lot of people will tell you that the crown jewel of it all is the guy Liu Kang. Liu Kang, Wata,
Mr. Crown Jewel.
Crown jewel of it.
Talking about Durant again.
So crown jewel of it is Liu Kang. Like, he's that guy. He's the face of the franchise. But a lot of people would beg to differ. So DQ to you first. Bag of trash. Liu Kang is not the best MK fighter.
Of course he's not. I'm about to trash it. We're doing bagging trash.
No, you're bagging it. You're bagging it.
Oh yes, I'm bagging. So pretty much,
it's not the best.
Yeah, so I'm going to bag it. So pretty much as I love Bruce Lee inspired characters in all my fighting games, like Law, like one of my favorite like fighting game characters of all time.
There's always one. There's always one in every fighting game.
My favorite like character in MK to use is Kung Lao because like
Kung Lao's that guy.
Because he's similar to like his hat is a bonus, but he's
still a Shaolin monk.
Yeah. He still has hands and feet. Not a lot of characters have the combination of both in the game. So either someone has really good at punching, some really good at kicking, some have like external weapons, but Kung Lao is like really like well rounded.
Yeah. Okay.
So you hat in the ground, stop your head into it.
John, Liu Kang is not the best character in MK.
Liu Kang is my motherfucking guy.
It's Johnny.
I fuck with a lot of those characters, but Liu Kang is my guy. Gotta roll with him. Going with Liu Kang.
All right, Drew, back in the trash. Liu Kang is not the best character in MK.
He is the best character in MK.
Okay, so you trashing it.
I'm definitely trashing it, bro. That's not.
Well, okay, so in MK11, he is the best because he gets the powers of Raiden plus his powers. But besides
they gave
that,
him Raiden's powers too.
Yeah, because they're fighting somebody that controls time and Raiden.
I stopped playing those games, man, because they got whacked.
That's when you have OG.
Like that's why he has like the tattoos on him. Like that's the
that's the dead Liu Kang because
No, no. He's on.
No, they ever since WB bought the franchise, it's been a completely different story.
You know what I'm saying? But this one right here, they go back in time, so this one technically is alive. He's the ruler of time, so he has to both. He's the leader of Earth Realm and the ruler of time, pretty much.
In the words of Kev,
wait, time out.
Kevin,
What happened to Raiden then?
Like
he just disappears pretty much.
Oh, okay, that's stupid.
Kev, bag of trash is Luke Kane is not the best fighter in MK.
The question is Liu Kang not the best fighter?
Right.
So if I bag it, I'm saying
he's not.
He is the best fighter.
Right. No, if you're bagging, he's not the best.
Okay.
You trashing it, he is.
So I'm bagging it, he's not the best fighter.
Right.
In my opinion, fuck what anybody says. The one that I'm the most lethal with is Sub-Zero.
Scorpion. Oh, that was a surprise.
Okay.
Sub-Zero's a problem. I don't like whatever Scorpion's supposed to be his twin or whatever, his alter ego or some shit.
They from two different clans.
They're different clans.
I don't like the change shit.
Yeah, Sub-Zero's a Crip and
Scorpion's a Latin King. Yeah, Latin King. And what's his name? MODOK. Not MODOK.
I don't like that kid over here.
No, Ermac is purple. No, the red.
Ermac is red. Rain is blue on purple.
No, the cyborgs I'm talking about.
Noob Saibot? Noob
something? Noob is a cyborg. Noob Smoke is a cyborg.
You talking about Cyrex? No, Cyrex is yellow. I know you're talking about. He the red robot.
He's blood.
all the colors is all gang represented in Mortal Kombat.
All rapping.
But as far as systems are concerned,
Katana's Grove Street.
Every time I get a new system,
Cyrax. That's what I was talking about. Cyrax.
Every time I get a new system, aside from the game that like I'm addicted to, which is Madden, I always got Grand Theft Auto and I always got Mortal Kombat for when people come over.
Yeah.
Always.
All right, Ed. Liu Kang is not the best MK fighter.
Bag it, man. He is he's LeBron James. He's Tom Brady. He's put on a pedestal where anything he does is great because he's Liu Kang. To DQ's point, Kung Lao is easily one of the best fighters in the Mortal Kombat universe. Okay, fine. Liu Kang gets the credit because he beats he beats Shang Tsung and the other dude. But Shinjoku is another dude. I don't know if you guys ever played Mortal Kombat Deception, but Shinjoku learns everybody's moves. He gets Sub-Zeros, he gets Scorpions, he gets Kung Laos, he gets fucking Katanas, he gets Ermacs, he gets fucking Cyraxes, he gets Smokes, he gets everybody's moves. Another character that's amazing in the Mortal Kombat universe, Smoke himself. He used to be a cheat code. You could not play with him unless you put the cheat code in. You can get fucking Liu Kang in any game. Then you get zombie Liu Kang.
Why are you shitting on Jax, bro?
Jax is the man too. Jax got his arm blown up, but Jax is human.
Changing his freaking look in the past 2 games too. I hated that.
And who I think is the most underrated in that universe.
They're weak ass punches.
Unfortunately, DQ just informed me that he is no longer with us, but Raiden trained Liu Kang. Raiden was always with Liu Kang. Look, if Raiden was on the other side, Raiden could kill Liu Kang like that. No problem. I don't care if Liu Kang turns into a dragon, makes somebody a baby.
Some of the best finishing moves that I've seen throughout the game's history, I would say, because I like the character, I would say like Reptile.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Reptile, all the ninjas too, all of them.
Raiden is king, but I put like him in a different category,
but I'm saying like as far as like the humans are concerned, Kung Lao got Liu Kang beat. Period.
I disagree, but
no, on some real shit, Kung Lao beat the fuck out of Liu Kang, and that's just like this. That's just like half.
And the crazy part is that in the storyline, they're best friends.
But they like half brothers
and again,
some shit, ain't they?
Unfortunately luckily for Liu Kang, is that he got his boy Raiden backing him up with the gods on the god level shit, and on the human level shit, he got Kung Lao. So he ain't never got to fight these dudes on real shit. But if he ever had to, Kung Lao will fuck him up.
No,
Raiden will fuck
him
him
the
up.
wrong way. They lucky they have Liu Kang to hold them down. So when the guys is jumping Raiden, He tagging
Luke
Luke Kane. And when the
Luke Kane
humans
corny.
pull up on Kung Lao, he gives Luke Kane a phone call like, "Yo, they about to spank me at this village. Pull up."
Nah.
All right, so I'm bagging it. Luke Kane is not the best. Again, I get it, but it's a boring character. They do it in every game. They all inspired. They have that character inspired by Bruce Lee, who is the GOAT. My favorite character is Johnny Cage because he a real nigga. But to me, the best player with
those are $200 glasses, you asshole.
But the person with the most depth, and almost like an anti-hero, is Scorpion. Like Scorpion 100%. Is a deep character, and we're gonna see it in the new movie. But Scorpion has a very, very deep. Sub-Zero is another one, but
yeah. So pretty much, like if for those who are under the age of 25, those who've seen the first Mortal Kombat movie, it was great. Annihilation,
trash.
Nah. Chill. That movie was great.
You have a sequel.
Yo, my guy Nightwolf shows up.
Recast everyone in the movie except Luke Kang, and this niggas was gonna notice. I don't understand.
Nightwolf was in there for 2 minutes.
Nightwolf, my guy Nightwolf. He showed them animality.
The animality.
Yeah,
he was in there for 2 minutes, but Baggy Luke Kane is not the best. It's a lot of great fighters that I will put over Luke Kane, and that's Bagging the Trash. We're moving on Starbase Cut, kicking it off. We're going to Orlando. We have 3 Orlando greats. We have Dwight Howard, prime Dwight Howard. We got prime T-Mac, and we got Shaquille O'Neal, the one who brought the Stars to Orlando. He was the face for Orlando. So who you starting, who you benching, who you cutting? Johnny, kick us off. Starbase Cut.
This is tough. This is tough.
It's tough. That is tough.
Short stick. Oh, this is tough. If I be objective, it's not gonna be the order that most of y'all probably have. I'll be objective, but if I be biased,
if you be biased, you're gonna be wrong. But the
John.
real be objective.
Success-wise.
Time out. John, be yourself. John, be yourself.
Oh,
be John. Be biased.
Okay, so
it's easy. That's
right.
Like,
okay, so
best cut is not as tough as what it is.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, John. If Johnny's being Johnny, then yes, I know how.
Yeah, John, just be Johnny. I don't want you to be anybody else but Johnny.
I want to be fair. I want to be fair. So, nah, fuck that shit. Man. Start T-Mac, bench Shaq, and cut Dwight.
Just like I know Johnny to be. Drew, start this cut.
I'm starting Shaq. I'm benching T-Mac, and I'm cutting Shaq. I'm cutting Dwight Howard.
I'm about to say things wrong.
Okay, Kev. Start bench cut.
If you really honestly, T-Mac had injuries, and Dwight Howard took.
I'm starting Shaq. I'm benching T-Mac, and I'm cutting Dwight.
All right,
like it's kind of. If you want to say Rockets T-Mac, then it's a different story.
Yeah, real quick. You guys have been seeing those new
Y'all niggas don't watch basketball.
That nigga was worse, niggas. Years later, from being injured.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the injuries and the fact that Dwight Howard actually.
But Houston T-Mac is a shell of T-Mac in Orlando.
Yep.
I mean, like
and that shell was a great shell.
I mean, it's a fact of statistics. Is a difference of stats and taking far into the playoffs. Like I'm kind of.
You never got the first round. What do you mean? Except for San Antonio.
I'm saying
the only time you ever got the first round was in San Antonio, Brody.
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm gonna let Drew run the show. This is Drew's show. This is not the OSA podcast. This is the Drew and Friends show.
Right.
Go ahead, Drew. Finish.
Yeah.
I'm Drew, and this is the OSA podcast.
Y'all just make it so like, nah. I'm just saying. I'm talking about in the Magic sense. I'm talking about like Dwight Howard. Actually, it's a kind of a hard question when you really think of it because Dwight led into the playoffs, bro. T-Mac had injuries. He was injury prone. So it's kind of a hard question.
I got you, Drew. I try to make it a little bit competitive and give some depth to it. But Eddie, start bench cut.
Yeah, so what I was gonna say is I was gonna do a bit, and it was gonna be funny, and I thought it would have been relevant, but I'm gonna skip that. It's all about Shaq and the general commercials and how everybody's like, "Hey, Shaq, remember how we used to make fun of you with the general commercials?" And then now we're like, "Hey, the general's actually good." But whatever, I'm not gonna do that now because Drew ruined it. So that being said,
you can still go with the fucking
I will
show,
bench Sheriff Shaquille O'Neal, movie star Shaquille O'Neal. I love his movies. I love everything he's in. I love everything he does on the side. I love him on TNT, but he's benched. I'm going to start T-Mac, and I'm going to bench. He fucked what?
What the fuck?
Tracy McGrady.
All right, Drew. I'm sorry, DQ.
So, I'm not sure if I noticed, like when I first started playing basketball, like when I was 3, that's when Shaq first got drafted, and all I ever wanted to do was dunk. I can't do it now, but on my little Fisher Price hoop, I was catching bangers, bro. So,
Ask Dorian, I be dunking on him all the time.
You can't even dunk on the Fisher Price hoop no more, bro.
Of course I can, but you know what I mean. I'm going to start Shaq Diesel. I am going to bench T-Mac. I'm going to cut the White, and Penny Hardaway is the coach.
Okay, so I'm the only non-biased person here I see. Okay.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm the only non-biased person here. All right. I am cutting Shaquille O'Neal because the Shaquille O'Neal that we know and the world love is LA Lakers Shaquille O'Neal.
That's
the great Shaquille O'Neal. Although he was a supreme talent, young bull.
I'm talking about food. Shaquille.
Dev, I don't want to cut you off, but this is the Drew show. So Drew, go ahead. What were we gonna say?
They did. Now
I wasn't gonna say nothing, so shut up, Ed.
The Magic.
The objective route, I was gonna cut Shaq too, but
I know that. I know that, and that's what I was saying, John. Give the objective because I know what the objective would have been. I'm speaking solely on Orlando. T-Mac is the greatest Magic ever. Fuck are you talking about? The greatest Magic ever. Tracy McGrady. Almost God level without injury. God level.
Without injury.
We already had this in Star Bench Cut. We had this already in Star Bench Cut. T-Mac would be a top 10 to me.
Yes, I know that, but
in Orlando, Tracy McGrady had a 32, 7, and 6 season. 32 points, I think, 7 boards and 6 assists.
So God level. The only player that Kobe Bryant said gave him the hardest trouble was Tracy McGrady because he couldn't do that. He could do everything.
I'll say I'll be on LeBron's day.
Now benching Dwight Howard because again, speaking solely on Orlando, Dwight became the face of Orlando. He was #1 pick, great player.
True that.
His time, took Shaq's name, and he took the Magic to the championship. So benching
Kobe.
Benching, losing to Kobe, but benching Dwight Howard and cutting Shaq because his stint in the Magics was too short to be comparable to the other guys to me. So that's my bag of the trash. And that's the right way Johnny would have went. Okay, so up next about bag of the trash, we talking RPGs, some of the most famous and iconic RPGs in gaming history. We got Final Fantasy. We got the
Star Bench Cut.
Star Bench. I'm sorry. Star Bench Cut. Second on Star Bench Cut. My bad. We got 3 RPGs. I'm trying to move, so I'm fucking up. I'm trying to move it. So we got 3 of the most iconic RPGs. We got Final Fantasy, The Legend of Zelda, and the Pokemon Saga. Star Bench Cut. Kev, kick us off.
Only one of these I played, so I'm starting it. And that's Pokemon. And then as far as the hype is concerned, and there's still some hype around it to this day, so I'm gonna bench Zelda and cut Final Fantasy.
All right, Drew, Star Bench Cut.
So it's Pokemon, Final Fantasy, and what's the other one?
Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Okay, I got it. I'm starting Final Fantasy because Final Fantasy 17, greatest shit ever. but I'm cutting. I'm
17,
benching
going on 50,
Pokemon
bro.
and I'm cutting Zelda.
Zelda, I got you. Drew, I'm sorry, DQ. Star bench cut, Final Fantasy, Zelda, Pokemon.
I'm actually very surprised you picked these three games because I was just playing Breath of the Wild this morning. This game is fucking long, bro.
Who knew? I said what it was Saturday, so
I didn't see the
not
thing
like
today. But
okay.
I never actually, surprisingly or not, when I had my PlayStation, I didn't have it long enough because at the point in time the Final Fantasy 7 came out, my PlayStation was broken. I had to turn it upside down for it to work. So I haven't really played Final Fantasy, but
What?
if I can pick any, I will pick Pokemon because I've played every single last one of these games. Probably.
So you starting Pokemon.
Starting Pokemon. I'm going to bench Zelda because I've never played a Zelda game until Breath of the Wild recently, and this game is fucking amazing. As much as I love Pokemon, this is the most complete game you can possibly play, especially on Switch.
All right, John, Star bench cut.
Pokemon, it's like it should be Pokemon and fuck the other game.
Thanks.
Pokemon start. I'm a bench Zelda and I'm cutting Final Fantasy. I played Zelda and Final Fantasy, but I wasn't really big on those games.
Final Fantasy was
all right, Ed.
So here's the thing. This reminded me to make sure that I open up Pokemon Go real quick and get my streak going still before midnight because we are still recording until midnight. Thank you, DQ, for the gift because I need to send one to get what I need to get. Hold on, catch in. Caught. Hold on. You guys think I'm joking, but I'm not.
I need to send me a Pokemon Go names.
Yeah. Of course, John. Oh my God,
y'all niggas really still play. I haven't played this shit in years.
To the point is, I still till this day play Pokemon. I used to. I don't know if John and Kev remember, but we used to get emulators on our laptops, and we would play old school Pokemon. So yeah, man, it's look, I'm getting a fucking Switch Lite just to play Pokemon. I'm trying to get the real Switch, but I'm gonna get a Switch Lite just to play Pokemon. So obviously, I'm gonna start Pokemon. As far as Zelda and Final Fantasy are concerned, look, I know Final Fantasy has this like cult following. DQ literally pulled out a book just now. Was that a book that you had?
That was for Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Okay, either way. But I know that people love it. The only Zelda game I played was Toon Link. I don't know if you guys remember that game where Link was a toon. Like it was like a cartoon character. It was like paper. I don't remember what system, to be honest. It was what?
It was Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. What game? What console was that though? GameCube. So Jesus Christ, that was the last time I played a Zelda game. So because I played that Zelda, okay, cool, I'm gonna bench Zelda. But Final Fantasy, I know it's good, but like that shit was too confusing for me. There's like 187 games. The fucking Drew mentioned Final Fantasy 17. Is it an MMO? Is it a fighting game? I know they have like the Final Fantasy like volleyball game. Like it is just too fucking much for Final Fantasy. I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, Final Fantasy is a massive series of games. Like people really love that shit. That shit was always boring as fuck to me. So I'm gonna cut that shit.
Remakes are
GP.
Like possibly the better than it's
and plus Kingdom Hearts is better than that anyway. So I'm cutting Final Fantasy. I'm going to bench Zelda because I played a lot of. I still play Zelda now because Dorian got the Switch. I was telling telling Decap that the Switch, if you get the Nintendo subscription, they got all the old games on there and shit
for free every month.
They add new games and shit. So I was just playing Zelda the other day. It reminds me a lot of
64 thing soon.
Word, that's gonna be fire. And I was just playing Zelda the other day. It reminds me a lot of Pokemon, which brings me to my start. The greatest, one of the greatest.
I gotta flex real quick. Hold on.
Fucking Pokemon is the greatest. And like Ed, we got Pokemon Shield, the newest one, but Dory don't even play that shit. I play that shit by myself because
he
don't understand the luster.
Nah,
and the
they don't get it. They don't get it.
Man. He really don't understand this shit. So
I went to my boy's house. Shout out Nick Holtzman, one of my coworkers. Lives right down the street from me. I went to his crib. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about getting the light. Like, I don't want to switch because I don't want to have to put it on a console. I don't really play that much. I'd rather a handheld so I can just like constantly play it all the time. I'm not trying to drop coin on it. And I was like, but I don't really know. And he put that shit on for me, and I was like, that is fucking bananas. I was like, that's it. You convinced me. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, look at this nigga DQ got every damn cartridge.
Hey,
Pokemon Gold. I actually really rock with Pokemon Gold.
Yeah, Gold was good.
Yeah. So full disclosure, I cheat at Pokemon Go. I have an Android phone which allows me to do whatever the hell I want with it. And technically, I'm in New York City right now, even though I'm filming in Westchester.
What app you got for that?
It is the. I'm not gonna. I'll text you after.
All right.
You know what's crazy, Ed? I just have this phone is just strictly my Pokemon Go phone. I leave this on and let my man travel, get my kilometers up.
Yeah, facts. That's the way to do it.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
I'm gonna send it to the. I'm gonna send it to the group right now.
All right, but that is Starbitch Cut. We got one more. Now we have Adam Sandler. Now he's played an athlete in a few of his movies. 3 of those athletes, and I'm pretty sure is the world's favorite. We got Happy Gilmore. We got
Bobby Boucher.
We got Bobby Boucher, the water boy. And then what was his name in Longest Yard?
Paul Crew.
Paul Crew.
That was black. That movie was trash.
Yeah, that movie is trash.
So
yeah, Longest Yard was trash.
No, Longest Yard is pretty good. I like this Longest Yard.
Longest Yard was trash.
All right, so
go to him first, because at this point he's just going to talk over everyone anyway.
So Starbitch Cut based on the best athlete. Happy Gilmore, Bobby Boucher, and Crew. Starbitch Cut, Drew, Paul Crew, you go first.
You said based off the best acting?
So no, athlete. Start the best.
Oh, athlete. I was like, what?
You don't go to Adam Sandler for acting.
You can go to Adam Sandler for acting.
No, you go to him for comedy, Drew. He's Funny People was his best like acting role.
Right. That was
his even then he was Adam Sandler, who was Adam Sandler playing Adam Sandler. Come on.
All right, so Drew, Starbitch Cut. Who was the best athlete?
Drew's got to go see a dentist after this episode.
It's Happy Gilmore.
So you starting Happy Gilmore.
Starting Happy Gilmore. I'm benching the water boy, and I'm cutting Longest Yard. Longest Yard is trash.
Did you hear the question?
No,
he didn't hear the question. He didn't hear the question.
Let it go. That's his order.
Longest Yard was trash.
I didn't ask about the movie. I asked you who's the better athlete.
I'll elaborate. Don't worry. I'll help him make you feel stupid.
But Happy Gilmore was the better athlete. He played.
So, John,
I'm gonna start my man's Bobby Boucher.
Thank you, John.
He's starting. I'm benching Paul Crew because if it wasn't for his point shaving, he would have been the all-time. What I don't know if they consider NFL. What league was the
It was the NFL.
It was the NFL. He would have been an all-time great NFL quarterback in that Longest Yard universe.
Right.
Unfortunately, Happy Gilmore, great movie, but he's a golfer. No disrespect to golfers, we always.
That's what athletes.
He was also a hockey player too.
He was also a hockey player.
He was a hockey player in the movie.
Couldn't skate.
He was trash at hockey.
He couldn't skate. He couldn't skate.
He had a great knuckle puck, but I don't know.
All right, Kev, Starbitch Cut.
So when you put it as far as best athlete, it's definitely the water boy starting, benching the Longest Yard, and cutting Happy Gilmore.
All right, Ed.
Different take here. Bobby, in order to, again, he had R-word strength in the water boy. Let's be real. I think that's who he was playing. A grown-ass man who thought that everything was the devil, and it's what his mama said.
His mama said it was a devil.
He was 30.
It was brainwashed by
short bus. He had that short bus strength.
Right. He also had to visualize someone who he hated in order to attack them. Obviously, he had that halftime speech. Remember when Bobby Boucher came back at halftime and we won the game? Real good stuff. But unfortunately, I have to cut Bobby, man. I'm sorry. No, I apologize. I have to bench Bobby.
Okay.
And then as far as like sure talent, to Johnny's point, Paul Crew, even though he was an alcoholic, even though he was in a bad relationship with Courtney Cox, he was athletically probably one of the best players out there. Unfortunately, he had led to prison. They didn't win the game per se, they did win the game. So they also won the game. Obviously, Bobby won the championship. But he sure talent-wise had the most athletic ability. So Paul Crew is my starter. And although it's one of the best movies ever, Happy Gilmore, Happy just did not have, and Happy wasn't in it for the championship. Happy was in it to make sure grandmama has somewhere to live. And also, athletes that retire from sports end up playing golf. So I don't think golf is a real sport.
All right, DQ.
I'm going to have to simply start Bobby Boucher because he was even though he had to have something to get him into that space, he was a natural football player. For him to play for the first time, that's pretty impressive.
He was tackling people. He was just tackling.
Is that not the point of football, dickhead?
Yo, bro, he
okay.
And he scored a touchdown with his pants down now.
Yo, your take. Get your take off.
Okay.
Whatever.
And I'm going to bench Happy Gilmore because even though he sucked at hockey, he still had a very good slap shot. And I'm gonna have to cut Paul Crew.
And just to piggyback off DQ, I'm following that same order. I am starting Bobby Boucher, benching Happy Gilmore, and cutting Paul Crew. Paul Crew, I don't know. I only seen a little bit of film on Paul Crew, but he remind me, he's very Kirk Cousinish to me. He's very Jimmy G-ish to me.
What?
So that's the feel I get from Paul Crew. He's
when
in that
Paul
realm.
wanted to put the ball where Paul wanted to put the ball, he put it there. But it depends on who was gambling on the game.
And that's what I'm saying. Real Kirk Cousinish to me. I put him in that realm of NFL. If he was in that world, he would be along those guys to me.
Paul Crew would be Peyton Manning, who has a gambling problem.
No, or if not, he'll be more of the boy with all the kids that just retired.
Philip Rivers.
Philip Rivers. He'll be around that area. Just B-list area.
Disrespect.
So, Paul Crew, I'm cutting you, and that's star bench cut. We're gonna move to Marquee Miss. We back to the NBA. Who is the player and game to miss for this week of basketball? Drew, kick us off.
All right. My basketball game for Thursday is going to be the Knicks versus the Bucks. It is the Knicks. Wait a minute. Oh, that was a good. Okay. Back to what we're saying. Okay, it's gonna be the Knicks versus the Bucks. That's gonna be just a highlight game, bro. It is because we have both teams. The Knicks is on a high roll, so I want to see them go against the Bucks. So let them go against some real competition. So that is, and my Marquee Miss player for that game is gonna be Obi Toppin. So
okay,
Obi.
All right, John, what's your Marquee Miss?
My Marquee Miss game is the Warriors and Jazz on Sunday. Sunday coming up, and my Marquee Miss player for this week is Blake Griffin.
Good shit, John. DQ, Marquee Miss.
My Marquee Miss is going to be for Sunday, March 14th. That is Raptors versus Bulls.
Okay.
And my Marquee player is, of course, to be number 8, small forward of the Bulls, Zach LaVine.
Ed. Marquee Miss.
My Marquee Miss is the Heat and the Bulls. And my player is the newly acquired, maybe he can still dunk, Blake Griffin.
He can't dunk.
I think he can dunk. He just haven't dunked in 2 years. He ain't needed to, I guess. All right, Kev, Marquee Miss.
So my Marquee Miss game is
y'all see.
My Marquee Miss game is the same as Drew's. It's definitely the Knicks Bucks game. Just to tie into the conversation that we had earlier today, Knicks win this game, man. I don't know if you're gonna be able to keep New York City quiet, bro.
Yeah, are we going to a Knicks game or what, bro?
And then
you guys aren't vaccinated, so you can't go anywhere.
Y'all want
Nigga.
to pay $300 for a ticket?
Must be
It's
lit.
$300.
Yes.
Nah, I know somebody that paid and went and only paid 75.
Okay, because my uncle me trying him to go. They wanted $300 something dollars for on tickets.q.com.
And for my sleeper player,
Let me check
just because I don't want to agree completely with Drew, even though I had it written down already. I'm gonna go with somebody else. Let's say I want to stick with the same game, so I'm gonna say Frank
Quickly.
Ntilikina.
Ntilikina.
What?
Really? He come in. He gonna come in in 2 minutes and play defense because it's gonna be a close game. That's why they put Frank in.
I want to say Obi.
That's why they put Frank in. Frank come in last couple of minutes. They need some defense.
You can say Emmanuel quickly, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. Say quickly. Even Peyton plays better. By the way, you called my Peyton pick random last week, and Peyton had a good week.
Y'all forget
Peyton.
Y'all forget Derrick Rose.
Yeah, I wanted to say
Nah, he's picked Derrick Rose already. That's why he didn't pick him.
All right, so my Marquee Miss game is from Friday. It is the Lakers Pacers. DeMond is coming back from a good All-Star weekend. LeBron being LeBron, Lakers still trying to figure out what they're gonna do because that old motherfucker Mark looking like a robot ain't doing shit. So they still trying to figure out. Pacers still trying to figure out, so it should make for a good game. And my Marquee Miss player is my guy, from the Shy, but now in NY, just like me, Derrick Rose. That is my Marquee Miss. Now we're gonna get into our last
segment.
Our last segment, and that's Fab Five. Now, this one. Now, throughout the course of a season, you have players that stand out. Currently, you got LaMelo Ball. In basketball, football, they have a bunch of standout rookies to come into football. Baseball, I really don't know who the fuck who stand out. Is you really a rookie in baseball because you sit somewhere in the minor league for 4 years before you get up to the
years?
Yeah. So before you get to the majors, anyway. But on this episode of 5-5, or this segment of 5-5, we are doing our 5-5 rookie debuts. Rookies who throughout the years came in the league, made their presence known immediately. Like,
David,
what's up?
Can I ask a question?
Before the episode. But
No. Can I? Well, this is about what I'm going to be picking. Is it like if you set out your rookie year, and you played and you got to start your next year?
Of course, yes, that's count. So you look at Blake
Cool.
Griffin. He set out his first year.
Come on, this is rookie seasons,
right? So this rookie season, rookie debuts.
I did debut games.
No, rookie debut seasons. I should have that season. Your rookie year. How did you play? So in a case like Blake Griffin, Drew, Ben Simmons, players like that who set out, but they were still rookies. So rookie debut. I ain't talking about your very first game, like this game that you did the first year, your rookie season, how you played, how that year went for you.
Yeah, so I should have accessed earlier, but
so whether it's the NFL, MLB, hockey, basketball, from 5-1. Rookie debuts. Drew at number 5. What you got?
At number 5, I got
off the dome.
Carmelo Anthony.
Okay.
Carmelo.
Good pick. Took his team to the playoffs.
Got robbed rookie of the year. Yeah,
got robbed.
He should have went to Denver. He should have went to Detroit Pistons, bro. Melo would have had 3 rings by him.
It's not his choice.
I mean, yeah,
but that's a hell of a pick. That's a hell of a pick, Drew. All right, Kev, at number 5, who you got?
My disclaimer: I went debut games, but I'm gonna say LeBron's first game after all the hype. 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Got you. So LeBron at number 5. Eddie, number 5.
I wanted to give one shout out to who's been the consensus number 1 on everything that I researched, even though I didn't watch it. Will Chamberlain's rookie season was arguably the best rookie season I
Yo,
think anyone's
his
ever
rookie
had.
season was crazy.
In everyone else's defense, though,
everybody was short as fuck.
yeah, I mean, and also they were very
white people.
Yeah. So I will give a shout out to the veteran that I never saw, but the rest of my list is all people that I've seen play. So
okay. DQ at number 5. What you got?
Based on me thinking it was rookie debuts. My number this gonna be almost like this. So my number 5 is gonna be Steven Matz. So when he played for the Mets in 2014, he's the first pitcher to ever record 3 hits and 4 RBIs in his debut game.
Oh, that's dope. All right, John, at number 5.
Since there's been a little lemon twist to this Fab 5, so I gotta switch it up. You know, the players I picked had some debut games, but my number 5 didn't really. It wasn't a crazy rookie season, so I'm gonna cut him from my list. Number 5 get cut completely.
I'm sorry, I had to do it.
5 for the season, Blake Griffin.
All right.
Rookie season is my number 5.
All right. My number 5, going into football, he recorded 14 and a half sacks, 49 tackles, reached the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl. No, Javon Kirsch for the Tennessee Titans. We all know him, legendary defensive end, nasty player for the Titans. So that's who I have at number 5. All right, Drew, number 4.
My number. Sorry.
What's wrong with this
nigga?
I'm sorry.
Drew.
Sorry.
Drew just going through it, man. Go ahead, Don.
What's wrong with this
Shut up. My number 4 is going to be AI. AI dancer.
Ain't nothing in that cup.
Yes, it is. It was last ice.
He got some of that we can't talk on a pod in his cup.
Okay, cool. Next.
All right, kid, at number 4.
All right, again, because I went the route of debut games. Future Hall of Famer Randy Moss in 1998, 4 receptions, 98 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He's also on my list for his games too, but I'm gonna put him on my list for his season.
Yes.
He had a crazy rookie.
As you should. As you should.
That's why I knew me and Dev was gonna have the same player, at least
All
one.
Right. All right, Ed, at number 4.
My number 4 is the better Bosa, in my opinion. He only played 12 games his rookie season, had 36 tackles, 14 tackles for losses, 8 sacks, 16 hits on the quarterback, 1 pass defended, 1 interception, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries. Nicky Bosa of the San Francisco 49ers.
And reached the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's a season at least in the same game. Like, damn, nigga, nice.
If somebody does that in one game, he is
going quiet.
Automatic Hall of Fame.
They're going to give him the jacket as he walks into the tunnel.
They're going to give him a drug test, too.
That, too. They're going to throw the yellow jacket on as he enter the tunnel. But DQ at number 4, who you got?
My number 4 is everyone's favorite smiling Laker, Magic Johnson. It's Magic.
Yeah, okay.
Based on having 18 points on 53% shooting, 7.7 rebounds, 7.3 assists, and 2.4 motherfucking steals.
All right, John. What do you and your bun have?
I ain't want to check.
This player wasn't on my list, but I had to do some quick maneuvering, My number 4 is Devin Hester.
Yes.
Yes.
Honorable mention.
7 touchdowns, and there was return. And he returned a field goal miss, 108 yards, and that was the longest touchdown in history.
And reached the Super Bowl.
But the longest touchdown ever.
He only played like 10 years, right?
How long? And they went to the Bears went to the Super Bowl.
And reached the Super Bowl that year.
All in Devin Hester's rookie year.
Yep.
He had a relatively short career, right, for like a football player, right?
Hester, he was in the league for like a good.
I mean, he played
like 10, right?
Yeah, because he went to Atlanta for a while. Then I think he went somewhere else.
Okay.
He played for a nice amount of time. But at number 4, his first 2 games, he threw over 400 yards. Had 4K for the season, over 4K. He had 21 passing touchdowns, 700 rushing yards, 14 rushing touchdowns. Cam Newton at number 4.
Cam did his thing. Nah, Cam did his
It
thing.
was debut games. I had Cam as my number 1, but since the seasons, the list has been twisted. He would have been my number 1. Cam would have been my number 1, but debut games.
So Cam is my number 4. Drew, number 3, what you got?
My number 3, I definitely had Randy Moss.
Yes, Randy, my guy. All right, Kev, number 3.
All right, so my number 3, I put again debut games. Cam Newton, 422 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He had 1 pick, but he had 18 rushing yards and a TD first game. And you got to think about all the hype around him coming into the league. So
just won with Auburn national championship.
The hype is crazy. Scandal about him getting paid. Blah blah blah.
The
Like
scandal, yeah.
The hype is real.
And Shorty them try to disrespect my man and shit. Y'all seen Shorty them?
Who?
Talking about some Shorty, he went to like some type of college, some high school training, some shit. Shorty like, you a free agent.
Oh yeah, that was at Cam's camp actually. It was at Cam's.
Oh, that was his own camp.
It was his own camp.
And Cam was like, "Where's your daddy?"
Yeah, I want to talk to your dad.
And Cam, I honestly was being super disrespectful because he was just assuming he didn't have no father.
He wasn't saying like that. He was saying like, I'm not talking to a kid.
It's a joke, bruh. It's a joke, man. Let me live in the bit, man.
Some people, I'm not gonna say a lot. Some people felt.
People were saying that he was doing that. Yeah. Like he was trying to shit on Shorty, like, nigga, you ain't shit, your dad left you type shit. Like, but that's what he was saying, like, you a child. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna go back and forth.
And also, obviously, like, you're not gonna beat up a teenager, you'd beat up his dad. You're not raising that kid right. But unfortunately for Cam and the teenager, the dad was nowhere to be found.
See, that's the way kids get it fucked up. I beat kids too. Straight up. I missed that Shorty. I would have missed it and put him out the camp.
Yeah, but Cam Newton not trying to catch that lawsuit.
Cam was funny because he was like, you trash. You know, he goes, you're a free agent. And Cam was like, I'm rich. He was like, you a free agent. I'm rich. Where's your father?
Does he not know what a free agent is? I don't get that.
He trying to say Cam. He trying to say Cam is a bum because he's a free agent. But a lot of motherfuckers at that camp ain't gonna make it to where Cam at. But that's neither here or there. Ed at number 3, right?
Get the Johnny bias trains going. This man in his rookie season, obviously he debuted in 2016, but his real rookie season was in 2017. Led the league in hits, led the league in home runs, led the league in base on balls, also led the league in strikeouts, but we won't talk about that. My man got his teeth fixed, looks good. Number 99, the freak, Aaron Judge.
All right, DQ, number 3.
Number 3, it's gotta be my dude who played in Seattle, Ichiro Suzuki.
No, that's not fair. I almost wanted to incorporate. Ichiro had played in the Japanese league for
he was 50,
long.
Right? He was 50.
But he also, exactly. He was a rookie, but he wasn't a rookie.
A lot of these I'm based on because I've actually seen them.
It counts.
Nah, Ichiro's dead ass 45 when he came over, but I get it.
Oh, speaking of which, I didn't mention
Yankees got him. I was pissed.
Real quick, timeout and honorable mentions. Albert Pujols is actually older than he was. He is the actual bench warmers. I'm 12. Obviously, all Dominicans lie about their age when they come to the league.
How old was he?
Get over it. Albert Pujols also had an amazing rookie season. I believe he won the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, he was 36.
He was 36.
He was? Oh,
Albert Pujols' real age is like 54, and he's like still playing. I'm over exaggerating. Albert Pujols is like at least 7 years older than he is on paper in America.
No, I just used to love Ichiro. Used to hold the bat straight way before he.
And Ichiro, the best part about Ichiro would be halfway to first before he made contact with the ball. Like Ichiro just run up on that shit, yo. He Happy Gilmore.
He told me how to hit left-handed because like his swing is more his swing is more him just stepping into it and running already, then hitting the
Nah,
ball.
his dad got to run and start every time he swung the ball.
Happy
His feet was
Gilmore.
already
Happy
moving.
Gilmore his hits.
All right, John at number 3.
Number 3, I have to give it to my guy, RG3. He had a great rookie
Yeah.
game.
Yes.
Unfortunately, at the end of the campaign,
Great rookie season.
career went.
Yeah,
But
great rookie season.
That was his first year. He broke his leg in the playoffs, right? Against Seahawks, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he had a good regular season though. But at number 3, I got the most boringest player I've ever seen play. They call him the big fundamental. Average 21 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Damn,
Rookie of the year.
Like
Rookie of the year, and he was rookie of the month every month. His first year, it wasn't nobody else. He was the rookie.
That's what's Carmelo too.
Every fucking month, and Melo too. Every fucking month. Tim Duncan at number 3. All right, Drew. Man, Tim's so fucking boring. I love Tim, but he's boring as hell. I mean, me and him, we got similar play style. You know, I put up buckets the same way Tim do. But number 2.
My number 2 is MJ, Michael Jordan. Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, Kev, number 2.
All right, so my number 2 again going to debut games. This man's first game in the league after all the hype around him pitching. I got Steven Strasburg. 14 Ks in his first game in 7 innings, 0 walks and 0 fly balls.
Also, first overall pick in that 2009 draft, so definitely worth it.
Definitely
got a ring already, so lucky him.
Who you get a ring with?
Nationals. Yeah,
Washington Nationals.
Oh, right.
Because they knew Boston was cheating, so they switched up their. And Bryce said, "I'm gonna bring a championship to the Nationals."
The Astros team was cheating, so they got the heads up, and they knew how to, work.
Yeah, my man Juan Soto did that nut grab. All right.
All right, Ed. Number 2.
My number 2 is also in that 2009 draft, but unfortunately, he was the 25th pick in that same draft where Strasburg went, in that same draft that Bryce Harper went. Arguably the face of the league, even though he's one of the most talented guys in the league. Unfortunately, plays for one of the shittiest teams, but they will get better. Mike Trout at my number 2.
Good pick.
Won the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. Don't see much of Mike Trout. I hear a lot about him, but I don't.
It's because he plays for Los Angeles. He needs to go to a bigger market.
It's always been a good team every year, but they've been bad for like the past couple.
Yeah, and Albert Pujols is like fucking 99 playing first base there.
He still has the longest fucking contract.
All right, DQ number 2.
These are all based on players I've seen, so I'm going to go with Albert Pujols.
All right,
Pujols had a great rookie season, and again, he was 35. But
all right, John, number 2.
At number 2, I'm gonna throw in MJ. He averaged 28 his rookie year, 28, 6 rebounds, 6.5 rebounds, 5.9 assists, 2.4 steals.
And missed the
rookie season.
A lot of these players in the NBA missed their playoffs in the rookie year.
Melo did it.
Yeah, Melo did it.
All right,
most of my guys did it.
Number 2, John. He already appeared with John. The greatest receiver of all time. Tossed it to Moss. He is a sane. I hope he got that shit trademarked. But
You
17,
should.
17 touchdowns, over 1,300 yards, made it to the NFC Championship where they lost to Atlanta. But Offensive Rookie of the Year, Randy Moss, is at number 2 for my list. All right, we're going to get it to number 1.
I didn't put him on my list yet.
Number 1.
Somebody else put him on my list.
I got you. Number 1, 5-5 rookie debuts. Whether you do it the game, whether you do it the season, rookie debut season, we're getting to number 1. Drew still over there playing with his burnt skin.
My
number 1.
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson at number 1.
Yeah, he won a championship in his fucking rookie season, and he was a driving force. So him and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I'm about to say Lou Alcindor.
It wasn't Lou Alcindor Jr. no more. It's Kareem.
Yeah, I was about to say Lou Alcindor, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Respect the man, niggas.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I say.
Stop scratching your scab, bro. Stop scratching on your scab.
You don't get rhinoceros.
Stop telling me what do I want to do with my scab?
Because you're a child.
You don't get rhinoceros, nigga. You're scratching that shit.
Kev at number one. What you got?
All right, so I was hyped for this because number one, again, I'm doing debut games, but I remember this game vividly, and I won it, and I went back and I confirmed the stats, and I already knew that it was the most in a debut game in the NFL scrimmage yards ever. 246 scrimmage yards against the Patriots, 2017 game. Remember it like it was yesterday. Rushing yards, 148 and a touchdown. Passing yards 98 and 2 TDs. Eddie's rolling his eyes already, but watching Kareem Hunt's first debut game was fucking bananas, bro.
Yeah, I remember the game.
Bananas. I'm watching the game like.
And this one, Kareem Hunt was with the Chiefs, right?
Yeah.
Nigga. What?
Yeah, he replaced my nigga Jamal Charles, man. Pissing me off.
Charles.
Oh.
Jamal Charles used to be my nigga.
Nah, I'll never forget that game, bro. That shit was
he was your dude on fantasy.
They replaced my nigga.
Yeah, he was my guy on fantasy. That was my guy on fantasy. But Ed at number one.
I don't understand. I roll my eyes because, and again, I know that Kev had a different outlook on this, and he did debut games, not debut seasons. But my man, you got the jersey hanging behind you.
Yeah,
homie,
my honorable mention.
Won a championship, rookie of the year in '96. The biracial god,
the biracial
our Lord and Savior, our captain. Captain will never be replaced.
The care package
never be replaced. Derek Jeter.
Yo, the way New Yorkers love their athletes is like no other.
That's right. I mean, I have two of them.
I'm talking about like y'all got some of the deepest throats I've ever.
Yeah.
Listen.
Hey, yo.
This is what it is, man. Nah, I don't even AO that, dog.
With the supreme gag reflexes.
Yep.
New York is first. If playing in New York and then playing in LA, they boost certain athletes' careers.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest. If Derek Jeter was a Toronto Blue Jay, nobody would care. Period.
I don't know if that's true.
He would be a legend. He'd be a legend.
I don't think he would.
He would still be an all-time great, but he wouldn't be.
He'd be a Hall of Famer. He wouldn't be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Right.
He probably
would, but the allure that's
he wouldn't be first ballot.
He wouldn't have the allure that's Derek Jeter.
Nope. He wouldn't be first ballot. Period. He wouldn't be first ballot Hall of Famer if he didn't play for the Yankees.
That shit got to be crazy to just retire and wait 5 years and know you're gonna be first ballot.
Bro, homie is a fucking movie. Who finishes his career the way that Derek Jeter does?
Yeah, walk off. I'll never forget that.
He's a movie. Who gets their 3,000th hit?
Home run. Never forget it.
Movie.
The throats are deep. DQ.
I mean,
my number one is GOAT James. Woo! Oh, I gotta give him stats. I already know how that shit.
Johnny disagrees.
It's the place I've seen. That's I'm basing it off of.
No. I'm not disagreeing with his number. I'm disagreeing with the way he introduced him. That's it. But
all right, yeah, right. He ain't the fucking GOAT. That's what he's saying.
He ain't the GOAT.
All right, John, number one.
Give him 4 more years.
King James, though, but
give him 10 more years.
Right. That nigga, right.
He would play 10 more years for sure.
Just give him another decade. Get a nigga another decade. I promise you. He gonna have
just let him play with Bronny. If he plays with Bronny, it's over.
John, number one on our 5-5.
At number one, I'm going with my guy, my favorite football player all time, going with Randy Moss's rookie season.
Right.
The GOAT. All right, number one came up on Ed's list already. It just was too crazy for me to not have it. I'm sorry, I didn't watch it way before my time. But Wilter Stilts, rookie season.
It was number one
It's just
everywhere I
like,
saw it.
yo,
He was
I'm
putting
like,
numbers on the court and off the
I'm
court.
like, yo, this is ridiculous.
37.6 points,
27
rebounds.
He was 46% from the field.
And they didn't
But
count
again,
blocks there. So
And they didn't even count
MVP.
Right. They didn't even count blocks there.
Whoa.
They didn't even have defensive player.
What did you?
He was MVP his first season.
Yeah.
Right. I never knew that. I never knew anyone even accomplished that until I just read this shit.
They didn't count blocks. They didn't even have defensive players.
Imagine if they did
during that time. Yo.
And most of the league was white.
Yo, my man averaged 37 points.
That's how racist.
27 rebounds.
I'm white.
Did he just throw the ball down court to himself and go?
What's the reason for
that? And then go and shoot, like the shit is crazy. So although I never seen it, it was just the numbers were just too crazy for me.
And 20,000 in the bedroom, nigga.
And right, and got that.
And didn't get the magic for sure.
So,
no full
that's number
for
one.
him.
That's number one on my list, and that is our show, episode 47 of the OSA. That was Fab 5. We are done with another one. We're almost at our 50th episode, our end of our first season. Just to let you guys know.
And there's gonna be some changes.
So
deal with it.
It's gonna be some changes coming to season 2. So we got 3 more episodes of season 1. Episode 50, we're gonna do a countdown of the greatest moments of our pod. But thank you guys for watching.
Whoever comments on episode 50 wins $20 from Drew.
Facts.
And also I'm gonna make it my goal to shorten this thing up because it's getting late.
So and we can start earlier too.
Too long to start.
Thanks to some niggas.
Motherfuckers start at 9:45 and shit. So if y'all niggas get here and let's get to it, then we can get done faster. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk that off pod. Thank you for watching this episode 47. Like always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, all that good shit. And continue with us on the journey. I assure you, we're only getting better. Every episode, Drew is the GOAT. This is his show, Drew and the OSA, episode 47. But like always, Ed,
we out.
Peace.